All right, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. It is time for single faction tournament. So tonight we're going to be playing just one faction all the way through. I don't know if I'll play all the matches. We'll have to see how the old hand feels, but nonetheless, I will be playing the Sons of Sigmar. Yes, going to be playing the Empire. So I believe the tournament should be starting any second now. So let me go ahead and refresh this and see when that's going to be firing off. I believe we'll have our matches, and we do. So we're going to be playing the dreaded Renegade Moose for our first match. So let's find him in Discord. Send a message over, and we're going to be getting this tournament started pretty quickly here, honestly. It's going to be fast. All right. So yes, 1, 2, 3. Good luck, have fun. And I don't know what the Moose is playing. What did Moose play last time? I think I played the Moose a couple tournaments ago. Yeah, Electric Counts are going to be summoned. We're going to do some really cool stuff tonight, I think. We're going to have some fun times. So first map is going to be Imperial Road, which is a pretty good map for the Empire. Definitely a comfortable one. I think Chaos Dwarves are banned, so we don't have to worry about that. And, it's going to be Tomb Kings. Okay, I recently lost this matchup, actually, but a lot of the issue was the line of sight. It was pretty nasty. Okay, so we have Tomb Kings versus Empire. Haven't played this one in a while. In a hot minute. I'm planning on streaming Age of Empires on Wednesday. That's my what I'm looking at right now. Yes, welcome. You love the haggard thumbnails? Me too. It's my favorite. It's literally my favorite thing to do. All right, let's get the screen blocker up, and we're going to make an army against the Tomb Kings. I have a build save for this. Let's see if I have one. Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah, I always delete my builds each patch and kind of remake them, but I haven't made it yet. Yeah, Cathay is honestly decent. Cathay is actually a counter against Empire in many ways, so you gotta worry about that. All right, so let's get a couple of you guys in the front line, which I think is going to be quite a bit of fun. I think we have to get you. And then for the Lord choice, you got options for sure. You got options. All right. You guys should like this build. Pretty basic in most regards. A little bit of a theme as well, which is always fun. Good times. Yeah, there's going to be some Bone Daddies. There's going to be some skeletons coming in for sure. Most likely things like Ushabti Great Bows. Ushabti Great Bows typically do pretty well against the Empire in my experience. So got to watch out for that. Got to watch out for that. I really hope that in the DLC that they have coming with Nurgle and the Empire and Dwarves, I really hope that the Empire gets like a caster character, because I love to use like Warrior Priests and Witch Hunters, but the problem is you can only use 2 of them if you're using Balthazar Gel, right? So it kind of like really limits you, which I hope they change. I certainly do. All right, so let's get this. Let's get that, and I think we are about good to go. That caster is ready to party. 10 a.m. in Australia. There you go. Perfect timing. Hey, glad you guys are enjoying. The good times are here. So as far as other choices go and reserves, we probably want a little bit of this. I think that's going to be fun. I always like want to bring a cannon against Tomb Kings, but yeah, I find that they don't like kill the Ushabti Great Bows that quickly. It's always like something I vividly remember being like very disappointed by. Yeah, it's a little bit troll, but what can you do? All right, so let's get some of you guys in reserve. Definitely going to want that. Like rushing Tomb Kings it used to work for Empire. I would say in land battle it's more viable since they can't summon in defensive reinforcements, but here I think it's a little bit more precarious. Yeah, I think you got to be more careful with it here. All right, so we got you two. We got our front line, which I think is going to be adequate for sure. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. We need some tricks. We need some schemes. Yeah, Tomb Kings are great. Tomb Kings are a really cool faction. I think they're super. The flavor of the Tomb Kings is really fun. All right, we'll throw you back there. I think that at least is good on this map. Although what's going to happen is they're probably just going to like kind of hug the trees, yeah, and be a little bit annoying in that regard. So yeah, I think we just chill out there. Okay, let's get another one of you. Heavy cavalry is a little bit of liability on an open field map like this with the Ushabti Great Bow kind of shooting you. But again, maybe I probably should bring at least a couple of those. Who made those? My wife drew this. Yeah, my wife drew it. Yeah, Lady Turin. Where and when did the new screen blocker come from? Yeah, Anna drew it. Yes, my smoking hot wife. She's an artiste also. All right, so let's get you guys. I think that looks good. Perfect. And then for the reinforcements, definitely need a couple of you guys. Knights of the Blazing Sun are good in this matchup too. The fire damage is pertinent in a couple situations. Granted, sometimes just spamming out like cheap Empire Knights can be a little bit more cost effective, but you know they both do good work for you. Let's get this, and now as far as the rest of the army goes, we got 2 of those. Feeling pretty good about everything so far. Silver bullets aren't bad against constructs, but usually you know your big combat characters can deal with those type of things. They definitely can. Do you think Middenheim will get new units? That's something I've really wondered about for some time. Like I would love the Empire to get some. like an Ulrich DLC. I think that'd be really fun. Let's play the Golden Order. Hey, Fast Winston, bringing Volkmar to burn through the witches. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. Yeah, Volkmar is not bad against Tomb Kings though. He's definitely good at killing the infantry, but there's other characters that I prefer a little bit. Thank you so much, man, for being a member for many ages. Okay, so let's throw you in, and then as far as the rest of the troopers go, probably need one of these, although we don't really have adequate healing to deal with that, so that's kind of a cool idea. Yeah, I don't hate it. It's not the cleanest build I've ever made, but I think it'll do pretty well here. I think it'll do pretty good. We want like a foot-based character, like a Gotrek type thing. Yeah, Gotrek against Tomb Kings isn't bad, but he tends to just get tar pitted by horsemen and just trapped in place. Granted, he does give you a bit of perpetual pressure, but yeah, he does get a little bit trapped up, which certainly isn't fun. All right, so what would you have to deal with like big construct-wise? Probably like some sort of a cavalry piece, which I think we could just probably screen with spears. I'm just talking through the build here. Talking through the old build. Yeah, I think we need that just to make sure we don't lose to some haggardness. All right, guys, I think we're ready. Sneaking a greatsword in against Tomb Kings, I think it's a little bit too risky. Tomb Kings have like Ushabti Great Bows, Screaming Skull Catapults. They have a lot of things that can really punish greatswords. Greatswords have a couple matchups in which they can be okay. I think Khorne is one of them. Like elite infantry against Khorne can be okay. Against Cathay also. I think against Cathay and Dwarves, depending on the map, you can mix in a couple greatswords and they'll do well for you. But overall, I think it's a little bit too risky. I think it's a little bit too risky. All right, so what do we got here? Looks like they're all chilling. And we have 150 gold left. That's like the worst feeling when you just manage to get a little bit left. Yeah, I think we just do this and this. And cool. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's do it. Gonna be the dreaded Renegade Moose. He is not just a moose, he is a renegade. He's coming. And it says, thank you, Olivas. Yeah. I love that drawing. The screen blocker is so good. This big doughy Nurgle there. Yeah, Toddy Fire Mage is a really good combo. The Warrior Priest is okay. I find that his little AoE aura, I don't know what it is. In Game 2, it seemed to be a lot better. I think they changed the way that like the radius of it worked, and it's not quite as good in Game 3. I've tried to make it work. Demis are good as a reserve unit here, not as a starting unit. If you bring them in the starting army and they come in with like triple Great Bows, you basically just have like, 1,500 dead weight on the battlefield, right? And you're going to have a bad time. Wagons are also not very good against Tomb Kings. Because again, Great Bows counter them like really hard. You can go like double or triple cannon to try and counter Great Bow play, but the problem if you do that is if the terrain is like not good for you, the Great Bows can like maneuver through trees and kind of mitigate a lot of that. So it's very tough. Yeah, it's very tough. Last time I played this matchup, I did lose it. It's not an easy one. It's not an easy one. I wouldn't say it's favored on either side. Although I don't know. It's hard to say. I've played this matchup a lot in Warhammer 2 at least. All right, so yeah, we got Flagellants and Sigmar's Sons, which are going to be kind of our mainliners, and they're going to be moving up. And they fight Tomb King's infantry pretty well with a little bit of faith and steel. Well, faith and angry shirtless bodies. We've got a Bright Wizard, some Huntsmen as well. I think Huntsmen are underrated in this matchup. They can't be shot on the approach because of the stock, and they can shoot a number of big targets. And even though the big Tomb King's targets are pretty heavily armored, I still feel like it's not terrible. So let's get you. Let's get you. You guys can basically just park on that back objective while we advance up on the middle and try and grab that. And then we get some of you guys on the flanks to deal with like cavalry rushes and all that. So if they try and get in with like some Nehekar horsemen or something, we can, try and get in their way. And we could do like one Crouching Tiger, like Hidden Flagellant, crouching something or other. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm trying out Huntsman. I think it could be fun. I was going to go handgunners, but the stock I think is nice on the approach. Do I want to do like a little haggard flank here? I feel like that's not going to work. So let's just grab you guys and do this. As far as reinforcements go, we got some Demis, some Cav. We do have Sunmaker. I don't like to start with Sunmaker because a lot of people just bank for that nowadays. So I think having it in reserve is going to be. We actually don't even need to group you guys. They can just move out. We put them in like group 7 or something. Yeah, it's me, Toddy. It is. So he's got Arc of the Black. He's got some chariots, some archers. Clearly he's got something hiding in the shadows. I don't know what it's going to be, but let's go up and check, and you guys can just park on this point here. Should be pretty hard to wrestle, and let's just save up. Yeah, all right, so let's assess the army. We got Skeleton Chariots, which we need Empire Knights to deal with. Arc of the Black, no Shopti Great Bows. Looks like it's going to be Skeleton Warrior, Spirit Leech, and Buna with Tomb Blade. Very, very standard. So let's kind of position like so. We have a very wide army, for sure. Cannons would not have been that good against him. So I'm going to call up one Empire Knight, and the Empire Knight is just going to be basically screening that chariot. Wherever that chariot goes, we come in. And okay, there's the Screaming Skull Catapult. There it is. So we can kind of like go over there with our characters and start to cause a little bit of havoc. We can sit back out of range for as long as possible. Empire Heavy Cav are here to deal with the chariots. We're going to send Boris and our Bright Wizard over there and see if we can, maybe get a little bit sneaky. Although he's probably going to try to start Spirit Leeching this mage. So just sending Toddy back there, I think will, at the very least, it's going to force him to summon a Sepulchral Stalker for his next unit, which he probably doesn't want to do, right? All right, so we're here, we're chilling. Catapult's almost in range, but not quite. So we're going to like threaten it with Toddy and force a summon out of him, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a summon. Okay, so we got the archers shooting us. We don't really care about that. They don't do that much damage against the armor of Toddy. But we got to be careful. Sepulchral Stalker ambushes hit really, really hard. So we need to be like very, very aware of what's going on here. And we can start moving up and fighting here in a second. So he has about as much as I do. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Okay, so it was only a matter of time. So we did get to see what the rest of his army is, and we were kind of paying attention. Granted, Toddy's taking a bit of damage, so we just need to run away now. And that's kind of his job, right? So now we can move up. We know what he's got. The great scheme has been revealed, and we could do a little bit of a flank on that thing, but he's got Sepulchral Stalkers. So we're just going to have to eat its damage, essentially, and move up, and probably call out the Sunmaker of our own, I think. Yeah, I think the Sunmaker is going to need to come and make it rain. All right, so let's get the Empire Knights to follow the chariot. Toddy didn't take too much damage, but, still damage that we don't want to be taking. Let's move in like so. Let's get these to start shooting here if we can, and you can start shooting at these. Empire Knights here, and we can go ahead and get you and you guys up this way. So Empire Knights can kind of go right up the seam, and we can go ahead and drop a first Burning Head right on these archers. Try and soften them up a little bit, call you in, and yeah, we're definitely going to call in the dreaded, what's it called? Oh, okay. So nice Burning Head back there. We definitely roasted those guys, and we got our Empire Cav waiting to strike. All right, so let's go in here. Toddy's going to land. Let's get you guys moving in, and now we can grab 1, 2, 3 Huntsmen and unlock this group and have them start shooting at the Sepulchral Stalkers. All right. So that's good. So first things first, let's get the Sunmaker and make it rain. So we're going to start making it rain on these guys if we can. And Flagellants fight here. Spearmen can start moving to the back point, and we do get in and intercept those guys. Great. So how are the Huntsmen doing? Are they able to hit the Sepulchral Stalkers? It looks like they are. I think we have a Cascading Fire Cloak. We can cast that here. Just sauce these guys up a little bit. And yeah, we can start moving towards that back cannon. Sunmaker's online. I don't see anything like pressuring into the backfield too hard, so I think we're okay. And yeah, those guys actually do a surprising amount of damage. Okay, you guys need to stay here on these Skeleton Warriors. Let's get in there and charge if we can. Toddy's just kind of being careful, and now we got some Spearmen heading back here to go deal with that. And so we just saw some Carrion summons, so we just need to be ready for that. And basically, yeah, let's pull these Empire Knights around. Let's get you around the back. Toddy can move in, and he can help versus the Eyes of the Desert. Yeah, so let's get you guys in 5, and yeah, target those Eyes of the Desert down. It's like, unfortunately, some stuff is getting through into the backfield. So let's pull you back and get you back here. How's the Sunmaker doing? It is melting some units, so we want to shoot it probably into this blob of Skeleton Spearmen if we can. And we're going to probably get an Empire Knight back here just to kind of guard this. Yeah, because he's going to charge it, obviously, with the Carrion, maybe. Or is he going to land here? Interesting. Okay, I thought he would go for the Sunmaker, so we can go here, peel that, pull you back, and get these Flagellants to collapse in the back of them. He's got some horsemen moving in. And we got to a Screaming Meme Catapult. We did manage to get back there, which is really good. All right, let's go here. Do this, and any more Burning Heads? Yes, we do have one. We don't have enough for an Overcast, but I think it's going to be worth to just nail down those units. And yeah, the Sunmaker is doing quite a bit of damage. Okay, so, oh, Shopti Summon. Look at that. Clever, clever. All right, so let's drop the artillery. And now the crew needs to run away while we screen. Yeah, so the Shopti Summon, something I didn't quite plan for, so well played to him. Well played. I think our crew will survive, though. We need to probably pull some of the spears in here. Flagellant's doing good, and Boris has landed amongst the ranks. Bright Wizard a little bit trapped up. He's pulling up in the value, which is not good, and it's pretty much tied to the Sunmaker, I think. I think that's basically what's going down here. All right, so let's move you guys up, and we got Toddy fighting back here. We got some Flagellants. Let's have you guys just finish off this unit and pull these spears down to help out. And yeah, the Empire Knights should be able to handle that. I think the Sunmaker crew has a decent chance of coming back. All right, so you guys fight there. Toddy, keep getting those routes. We have a lot of Flagellants, a lot of State Troopers still bumping and grinding. These guys are about broken down. And Spearmen, what are those? Those are Nehekar Horsemen? Yeah, that's rough. That's pretty rough there. All right, so let's get these Empire Knights to go move after those. That's going to be the way. So we keep going after this in the backfield. How is the Sunmaker crew? Hopefully don't rout off the battlefield. That'd be very unfortunate. Let's go steal this back objective. We could come down to, an objective type game, right? So let's move up and pull you back. And, ooh, our caster's getting attacked here. Do we have anything that we even want to hit with a Burning Head? I don't think so. All right, so the Sunmaker crew did come back, just like Palpatine. And we have some Zentler's Reichsguard, which I think we'll summon out next. If you guys go down here, Free Company Militia holding. I think we can try and goon Arc in the black, actually. I think that would be a good idea. And now his like trap card is gone, so I think we can get back in the game with the Sunmaker here. So let's pull you guys up, go jump on these, and let's call in the Zantler's Reichsguard as a backline sweeper to make sure nothing gets too crazy back here. You guys shoot here, and let's get you guys going like so. All right, so yeah, probably, ooh, Toddy, almost threw a Toddy there, almost threw a Toddy. We need to keep Toddy alive. We can't afford to lose him, so we need to get that bad boy back right now and protect the Sunmaker crew. All right, so he dove. Let's get you. Toddy needs to just get away and survive, and we can jump on you with everything if we can. Excellent. Get some spearmen down there. Toddy's coming back, and these brave Empire Knights, where do they want to go? Looks like we're going to maybe be able to steal his back in line. And let's jump on the Sunmaker now, and we can start just blasting his Tomb Guard halberds here. Empire Knights can go charge here, and let's collapse down in the middle objective, although they can just go clear this up. All right, so we got all our Huntsmen back online, which is good. Toddy's here, and our Light Wizard is back. Zantler's Reichsguard are literally just going to be bodyguards for the Sunmaker, because that's probably what's going to potentially carry us here. All right, Toddy, let's go ahead and land here. Let's get all of our Huntsmen and just shoot into these Necropolis Knights, shoot into the Necropolis Knights, pull back. And we just need to save Burning Heads for the various halberd pieces. So now we could do a little bit of cheeky pressure on the side. Let's pull up some grenade launchers. We're kind of behind on points, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. And like I said, we have the Zantler's Reichsguard, which can head these guys off. Toddy can pull back and go after anything that's trying to peel through here. And yeah, the sun is being made on those guys. It certainly is. All right, Reichsguard, go peel them off. Oh, wrong button. Damn it, keep hitting that one. It's a very easy button to hit. Okay, the Huntsmen seem to be doing okay damage. And the grenades, we're going to get them to go see if we can ninja his back point here. And the Zantler's Reichsguard did head off those troopers. We got the Sunmaker back online, which is pretty fat. So let's just kind of keep pulling back, and we can start to unsummon some of these beat up guys, although we might need them here. So I think we just go for it. Yeah, I think we're starting to stabilize a little bit. And if we can steal his back objective too, that's going to be very money. That's going to be super good. We cannot really afford to lose Toddy, though. It looks like Toddy did break. All right, let's get the Zantler's Reichsguard to move those halberds, and I think he's got some grenades here, or some pressure on my grenades. So we need to go here. Let's see if we can like just get up and get that point. Yeah, Zantler's Reichsguard, let's get him on these guys. Get our Huntsmen to start shooting here. Toddy's back in business, but he's in a little bit of danger here. He's in a little bit of danger, and we do have another Empire Knight, I believe, which can... Oh, we don't. Shit, this is actually really bad. We don't have anything to stop these guys right now. The Reichsguard went up to go fight the Sepulchral Stalkers. I guess we have some tattered Empire Knights who maybe can do it. All right, so let's do this and have you guys do this. And all right, so maybe, just maybe we can salvage this. It's got to be a tough one. All right, Reichsguard Knights come back, see if we can save the Sunmaker. We're about to get a Demi with a halberd, which I guess is useful here. It might be able to save the Sunmaker crew. All right, let's go get on that. And the back objective is looking a little bit wild. Got some spearmen there. Unfortunately, Toddy's running. And how are these guys looking? And let's move them up to the middle here. Move you guys onto the middle. Toddy, we need you to come back, buddy. We need you to not route off. Demis were able to peel that in the backfield. We are a little bit up on value, but we didn't manage to get the backfield. And are these guys... Oh, they're in skirmish mode. I was wondering what the hell is going on. Okay, let's go down there. So Toddy's broken. That's going to affect our leadership pretty hard, but we could also just resummon him as soon as the opportunity presents itself. So Demis are up. We have a lot of units here that can definitely probably hammer the middle down. Grenade launchers, take down that Screaming Skull Catapult. Pretty fortunate that we ended up back there. And we can just go ahead and start sending more state troopers up to the middle. So let's get that man-tide going. Yes, good. Okay, we just lost those grenades in the backfield, so that's really rough. All right, so are we clearing these halberds out? We are. Let's go here and get that Bright Wizard to go get like a fat, erect, burning head over there. Pop this, and I think we do call the Toddy back in. I think we do. Yeah, this is looking kind of scary, man, because he's got healing via Tomb Kings. I don't really have too much healing. So we need to find a way to pull a bit of a value lead here. So these are Skeleton Warriors. Yeah, so we'll try and roast that Skeleton Warrior unit if we can. These halberds are on their way down. Let's unsummon you guys to get them refreshed in the pool. We're falling behind on points pretty considerably, too. All right, so let's get you to get a fat burning head right there. How are these halberds not dead yet? Goodness gracious. All right, there we go. So then we run you back. Let's move up. And Toddy could be back soon if we want to. Let's get some more Empire Knights, take advantage of our mobility, and just kind of use our superior kind of frontliners here. So Demis with halberds go into the skeletons, and Zantler's Reichsguard just go hammer down these guys. Yeah, this should be an okay fight for us in the middle, especially with the spears coming up. We can unsummon you guys. With these Empire Cav heading over here, we could go play the back objective. The grenade launcher is definitely where we lost our momentum, though. Hardcore. Yeah, really nice summon right there. Demi should be able to endure it relatively fine, though. And we can go after these Nehekar horsemen here. Let's go after these ones. And yeah, let's get some Sigmar Suns moving up. We're going to have to start flipping objectives soon. We don't have too much time to mess around. Demis don't really care too much about a skeleton summon, so it's not the end of the world. All right, so we got a decent head-on charge here. Let's get some Empire Knights up, and we've almost got these Skeleton Horsemen crumbling. So we'll come on and layer the charge here against these guys. Got some State Troopers coming, and let's get some more State Troopers at the ready, and just start to try and flip this middle objective. So hopefully the Empire Knights with that rear charge there will do some work. And now we've We should have the capture weight advantage here. Demis with halberds have also done it. So we're starting, yeah, he's sending in a lot of units that aren't particularly strong. So maybe we can wrestle this back now, but we got to make sure we can win on 2 points with the man-tide here. Unfortunately, leadership isn't on our side, but this cavalry fight should be. He's got no spears here, so I'm feeling pretty confident about it. And unfortunately, that one unit back there, maybe we could like slip a grenade launcher in there to cause some havoc. All right, let's get you guys going here, you guys going here. And we can pull in these Empire Knights, the ones in the back, I think, and pull them away. The Demis need to keep grinding here because they're doing very, very well. He does have that leadership discouraging on us too, which sucks pretty bad. All right, let's get the grenades. Let's get them out. Come here. It's a really fun game, man, so far. All right, let's go for his back objective. We got to like play multiple points or else we're just going to die. So, yeah, man, he manages to stabilize. Thankfully, the catapult's shooting at something that isn't terribly pertinent. And now we can start using grenade launcher play. So let's move up and start shooting these guys. And those Empire Heavy Cavalry should do well against those haggard horsemen there. Excuse me, spearmen, whatever the hell they are. So grenade launchers are in business. Yes, good. Let's go ahead and start shooting into that big skeleton horde here and get you guys moving in there. And good. So now we have some good capture weight here. Grenade launchers, I don't know why they're coming out on skirmish mode. It's very weird. Well, anyways, those guys are getting melted down. And spearmen here fighting well. Demigryph Knights obviously clearing out most of the big threats. The Demis is like a late game hammer unit here. Feels very nice. All right, let's get in here. Kill these skeleton archers. So we pulled up in value, but we got to play multiple points here. So let's go ahead and get another grenade launcher and move up and just get these spears heading to that point. And good, the Demis have done their job. All right, move up. Let's get the man-tide going here. And what do we got? Carrying up in the hills. Okay, so we can loop you guys around so the cavalry can kind of protect you a little bit. So those are Ushapti Grapos. Interesting choice. Let's get you guys up. Demis can peel back this way, although we need to finish capturing this objective. Yeah, I don't know. Look at the grenades coming here. Let's get the Demigryphs to come and like chase off these skeleton archers. And we do manage to get the middle. So now we have some time. It's not the end of the world. Sigmar, preserve us. I know. This is like totally what this game is. Heading to the back objective. Is there anything weird that could threaten me? We do have our Firecaster, which I honestly kind of forgot about here. So let's just surround charge that guy, even with our units that you normally wouldn't think to do that with. And let's get some free company moving up here. So despite losing Boris, it's not going terribly. Let's get you guys up. And the grenades, we need to just get the capture weight here for a moment. And we need to move you in, and is there any way I could like go back here and sneak some pressure on that catapult? Yeah, we need to. He doesn't really have any capture weight here, which is good. Let's sneak these grenades around the side, and the Zintler's Reichsguard can go see if we can finish them off. We can pop a burning head right down the pipe on them. And Sigmar's sons need to make their way up to this objective, I think. Let's get grenade launchers going here. The Demis finally broke, damn. Damn. That's not good. All right, so let's grenade launch these guys. And we do get the burning head in the middle, which is nice. So the Tomb Kings are basically routed out of the middle. And it looks like we got you back. How are the grenade launchers doing on the side? Fortunately being chased by a lot of these haggard horsemen. And do we have anything fast we can bring up? We do. We have some Empire Cav. All right. So we're going to need that. We don't have too much time to work with. We gotta keep that pressure on. Those units are crumbling. Let's get our Bright Wizard moving up here to get some burning heads. We need to keep these grenade launchers alive. All right, Sigmar Sons, let's get you up on the point. Yeah, these ones are going to live, it looks like. Good. Let's get these spears heading up this way. And yeah, just more heavy cav to stop these like skirmish cav from shutting down my grenades and whatnot is going to be the big business. All right, so let's move in those guys, and we can give them a cascading fire click. It's better than nothing. And yeah, we need to get away. This guy's, God, undead takes so long to crumble. Jeez. Okay, we finally got the crumbling on them, and Empire Heavy Cavalry are coming in. Should get a peel. We got the Demis. Nice. Let's creep them around the back. See what we can do. Get some flagellants heading up. Unbreakable capture weight isn't the worst thing in the world. So we do have a burning head, but it looks like Ark in the Black is able to get a snipe here. Okay, let's do this. Empire Heavy Cavalry going to move in. How much time? We got time. We don't need to panic so much. Empire Knights can maybe get a cheesy little dive back there. That would be very nice. And grenade launchers. Let's go here. Go here. Pull these guys back if possible. And the Empire Cav have been able to deal with that threat, which is good. Sigmar Sun's still grinding and outstanding. So let's come in the middle and just value trade a little bit. Okay, let's go there. Let's go there. And then you guys can turn and shoot here. Pull these grenades up and have them start poking at these halberds. And we need to go here. All right, so you guys fight. Sigmar Sun's up on the point, doing pretty good for themselves. Let's get another flagellant. A lot of capture weight. We're playing the long game. Let's get these Demis to the middle. See if we can do anything with that. Unfortunately, these horsemen are hot on pursuit, so we need to pull back to those guys. Go chase those archers down if possible. Maybe go get that catapult offline. Sigmar Sun's doing well. You got free company militia and grenades on top of the halberdiers. Finally, that's going to feel pretty good. All right, so let's go. God, the skirmish mode thing is killing me this game. Man, I need to, maybe it's because I had to reinstall my game for some reason. I'm not sure, but regardless, it's causing problems. All right, let's get grenades down there to maintain capture weight. Free Company Militia come up, and yeah, we can't afford to lose that middle objective. If we lose the middle objective, it's basically a throw. We basically just get karate chopped, I think. All right, let's get some more Flagellants coming out. Unbreakable Legions of Sigmar. And Sigmar Sun's doing some solid work. Solid work. We get that down. Let's go ahead and grenade these guys. Looks like the middle is stabilized, and the grenades are still very happily living their best life. We got a little bit of pressure in the backfield, too. Yeah, a little bit of pressure there, so we might need to send some Flagellants just to protect that point. All right, so this is getting a little bit tough. He's got a lot of stuff, but those Empire Heavy Cavalry in the back are accruing a ton of value. They just killed a catapult. Sigmar Sun's fighting pretty well, too. How are the Empire Knights doing? Good. They're still cleaning up. Demis are able to clean up some of the pressure, too. Flagellant should be able to make it to that point, no problem. I think, do we actually win on one point? It's going to be really close, but I'm going to keep playing as if I don't. I'm going to be playing as if we don't. All right, so Flagellant's here, and do we want to bring in Huntsman for any reason? I mean, it is capture weight, but I think, honestly, just saving for like a... I mean, Toddy doesn't really bring any capture weight to the table is the problem, right? Yeah, he doesn't do a whole lot for you there. All right, Flagellant should get there. Yep, that's going to save that, so they should be able to defeat those horsemen, and the Flagellant's moving up to this point. It's going to be a grind, especially without Toddy. All right, so we get that. Let's move you guys up. Yes, good. And our Bright Wizard dying, too, was a bit of a mistake. Do we win here on the points? That's the question. I am up on value, but we could resummon the Bright Wizard. Probably a good idea, actually. He's gonna be able to Burning Head some of those blobs in the back. All right, so let's get that one unit of Demogryph Knights to come and sneak these grenades under. Empire Knights still just being absolute chads back here, and we actually do get the capture weight. So another Flagellant might be able to do it. Sigmar games always have to be close. You can never have it easy. It always has to be some epic fight for the fate of the old world, you know? Yeah, if we can get a couple seconds of those grenade launchers on, man, that's going to be really good. All right, Flagellants, let's get you up on the point. Flagellants! All right, so grenades, let's go ahead and do it, and we'll save up for another Empire Knight and some Burning Heads, and hopefully we can clear off that point. Yeah, take these guys down. Looks good. Those Empire Knights have almost finished off those Nehekar Horsemen. And good. So the capture weight's coming heavily into our favor now. He basically has nothing here, so I think we get this. And if we hold it for a couple seconds, we then win on, a couple points. So we're just going to move up to give capture weight. Summon in some Empire Heavy Cav. Chariots are a problem, but they won't kill us quick enough, I don't think. Oh my god, I think we just barely get this. Holy shit. We have Burning Heads, but not too good against most of these things here. Arkin is there. We got those guys in the back, and the grenade launchers are up on the point. Oh, we flipped it. All right, I think we flipped it. Yeah, I think we just barely flip it. All right, so let's do this. Let's move to the middle, and we get grenades to come here. He's going to try and swamp the middle objective, so we just need to defend this, which is should be doable. Flagellants up here are definitely going to win. Yeah, that's good. And we got our Bright Wizard. We got a couple grenades. This objective is being held with steel, faith, and gunpowder, baby. That's all you need. That's all you need. All right. So, yeah, he's going to come in here. We can do the Cascading Fire Cloak if we want to. Let's go ahead and do this. Pull you back. And Cascading Fire Cloak. Do we want to do it? Is he going to charge? Is he going to take the fight? Yes. All right, so we'll pop that. All right, I think we just barely got it. Oh! Sigma, preserve us! All right, let's move up. So Flagellants, they got that done. Skeleton Horsemen Archers in the back were cleared out by the Empire Heavy Cavalry. And, yeah, that's GG. This one Chad Empire Knight in the back was what did it for us. Sigmar, oh my god, that was a game. Holy shit. Oh god. Oh god. Bye, Sigma. We just barely got that game. I was really sloppy with Toddy too. I was really sloppy with him, but we managed to pull it back. Huntsmen are actually underrated in that matchup, I think. Yeah, 1100, 1000, 800, not terrible. Our Sunmaker play was okay. It almost paid for itself. GG, well played. Crazy close. That was a really stressful game, dude. I don't know. I was certainly having doubts, but then the light of Sigmar warmed my soul, and I found we had a chance. All right, so where are we at? Let's report that. Okay, reporting the score. This is the first tournament I played in a long time. Feels good to be back. Feels good to be back. Tomorrow we'll have Age of Wonders. Pone and I are going to do a little head-to-head. It should be fun. That was a great game. That was a great game. The scrap the Empire is just a scrappy faction. That's just how they play, you know. If you like scrapping for wins, Empire is your faction. Oh yeah, dude. I think we just unlocked a cool avatar too. Let's check. Did we? Hold on, guys. Oh yes. So check it out. That was our 50th Empire win. So check it out here. Okay. So now we have the Karl Franz avatar that we unlock. See. So we click him, and we click submit. Hell yeah. Nice pixelated Karl Franz. It looks better on the leaderboard here. Let's see. We had 3 tournaments today. Outer Region hosted 3. Pretty insane. Yeah, there we are. Oh, it didn't update. Oh no, I gotta update it. Okay. And then we'll be starting the next round in like just a minute. Our game took a while, so all right, let's go with old Franz. He's the man. Okay, so then we click update. Yes. And that should save it now. All right, let's go to the main page. Oh yes, that was partially why I played today. I knew I only needed one more win to get Franz. Yeah, we got him. He's there. Oh hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Sigmar bless. I gotta add the Toddy one too. I don't think we have a Toddy one. Yeah. Same dude. I thought he had it as well. He was saying the same thing. He's like, man, I thought I had that game earlier. I'm like, so did I. Not to discourage myself there, but yeah. I certainly thought you had it. All right, so let's see if the next round is up. Looks like there's only one game finishing. So we play the Empire all night tonight. So, yep, here we go. Subutai with the W, and Satanites Frogs versus Rhino Hunt. Other players, we got the dreaded Houseplant in here. He probably came in at the last second. He's like, I want the win. I want the W. Houseplant defeated F-Pod. We got Pwn Dog here. Pwn with a rough start, but he's a hero. He'll be back. He'll be back in greater numbers, I'm sure. Recouped and strong and ready to go. Any excitement for the 40K retro? Oh yeah, that looked kind of fun. I don't know if I would play it because it's mostly just it's kind of spam clicking and whatnot. But yeah, it looks cool. So I might have the most. I haven't seen anybody else with the 50 Empire wins. I haven't, so I probably do. Yeah, I probably do. Okay, so let's check here and see how we're looking. Where are we at? Yes, good. Good, Anakin. So they have another 10 minutes in their match, but it's only one game, so it should be done soon. So we'll be playing either Houseplant, Outer Region, Hadri, Subutai, Alls, Kane, or Blood Penguin. Certainly quite a row of tough opponents. Oh my god, he put Dust Bowl as the next map. That's actually good for us. It's kind of a, I can just come in with like 2 cannons and they can't hide. All right, so we got Dust Bowl for our next map here. We'll have an opponent joining in just a moment, and we'll go from there. Anyone playing Wood Elf? I think so. For Order Tide factions, 100 wins or something. Yeah, I got to add some more avatars to the website. Gotrek and Felix would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just add Gotrek and Felix as an avatar, like achieve unlockable bounty avatar. So win a semifinal or grand final match with Gotrek and Felix in your army. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. Adri's is on Ogres today. Ogres versus Empire is an interesting matchup, actually. I feel like I've won it a fair amount. I've lost it a fair amount. It usually makes for a very good fight. So Ogre Kingdoms are like a top tier faction. If we look at this, yeah, they're top dogs right now. Ogre Kingdoms are basically the second best faction of the game, behind the Chaos Dwarfs, who are just broken. They're just buggy. So when Chaos Dwarfs are fixed, their win rate's going to be like 50%. It'll be like 55 probably, because they still have a lot of strong fundamentals. But Ogres are the strongest faction. That I would assume that's probably what Hadri's and Houseplant are playing. To give best chances of winning, right? You play to the strength. I think Empire has an okay matchup. Yeah, it looks like the Ogre Kingdoms this season have a favorable win rate versus the Empire, but it's not much. It's 6-4, so it's not that much data. So still a bit to be learned there. Yes. Beastcaster on the Griffin is really cool. I don't know about what matchups I would use him in. The tabletop model for that thing is really, really good. It's great. When you buy the Karl Franz model, you can either put like the Amber Wizard on him, or you could put Franz on him as well. Yeah, it's pretty great. Shout out to Outer Region for hosting all these tournaments. He hosted 3 today, guys. He did a gauntlet. I don't know who won the previous ones. I would assume if Houseplant played, he probably did. He usually is winning these things. So that is 11 a.m. All right, so 4 p.m. and 8. Okay, so let's see here. We haven't had our top 4 generated yet. Hey, we got our next opponent. It is going to be Alls. All right, so let's find him. There we go. Hey, good luck, have fun. Oh no, again. He's playing Tomb Kings again. Oh no, he's playing Tomb Kings. Use the Beastcaster on a feudal army with the Nature Chum. That sounds like a good idea. All right, guys, you ready for back-to-back Tomb Kings games? Man, they're popular tonight. All right, so we're gonna do a slightly different build. I want to try a couple different things, so we'll see what works best for us here. We will see what works best. All right, so let's get our army blocker up, courtesy of Lady Turin, and let's do it. Yeah, the fact that Chaos Dwarfs are 67% recite being outright bugged and broken is a good sign. Yeah, for sure. The Creative Assembly did a good job for the most part on balancing them. There's just a couple things. Like the bugged capture weight is the biggest culprit in Dom. If they didn't have bugged capture weight, I wouldn't ban them, most likely. But the bugged capture weight was kind of where I put my foot down. I was like, it's just too much with the broken hitboxes on Bull Centaurs and different things like that. Yeah, it's Tomb Kings are back for blood. Yeah, they heard about their homies having problems and they're like, yeah, they're back and they're pissed. All right, so how do we want to play this? This is kind of an interesting one. I really like the Flagellant State Trooper line. I think that's like a really nice opening. I find that they just grind and hold and allow you to kind of do other things. I don't know when 3.1 is coming. Hopefully soon. I was kind of expecting it to be around this time. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Fancy new army blocker. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, so how crazy are we going to get here? That's the question. Cannons are obviously good, but then if you go super wide, it's not so good, you know? Especially on this map. This map is a shooting gallery. You can't really hide. So that's the one thing that I think is really good for us here. All right, so we're going to start with this. So we got you, and how else do we want to play this? We got to watch out for speediness, for fast, speedy boys. So I think we get a couple of you guys. Yeah, start with some Free Company Militia. Some militia of the freest type. Oh man, I'm having some crazy conspiracy theory builds right now, but I don't want to just throw because I did a stupid build. That would actually upset me. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. How are we looking here? Pretty respectable. So let's put you in reserve. Get another Power Stone out, and we can do this. Okay. I like that build. That feels pretty good. And we can throw you in the back as well. So in reserve, I did like the Free Company Militia picks. I thought they were nice. Spearmen of the Shields are also just great. Like cheap State Troopers to just swarm points in the late game is really nice. It's supposed to be the last week of May, maybe next Tuesday. Yeah, is that what they said? Yeah, because Chaos Dwarf, I had many games where even with their bugged hitboxes, I would be like outvaluing a Chaos Dwarf player, but they would just be mouth breathing with bugged capture weight, and I just couldn't get the objectives from them. So that's a problem. That's a little bit of a problem, right? So let's get you, and I like this variation of this build so far. It feels pretty fun. Get you creeping around, and the Empire Knights were super clutch. I honestly think they were just like a hard staple. They were very, very good. Sigmar prevail. Sigmar's going to try. It's not easy. I mean, we're playing, you know, top tier players now. So, and our last opponent too is, I'm pretty sure, like a top 16 player. Let me actually check where Renegade Moose is right now. So I haven't played in a while, but I'm still ranked on the top 15. Let me check. From getting a tournament win. So I'm currently the ranked number 11 player, and I think I could have sworn the Renegade Moose has won a tournament. I'm not sure. Strong player, though, for sure. Yeah, we need some dreaded halflings. That's what we really need. Yeah, halflings would be pretty rad. Some Terminator halflings just causing havoc. That's actually not a terrible choice either. It's like a disruption element. Okay, so we got you, we got you. Okay, probably need a little bit of this. Yeah, I think that's the spot right there. Okay, and then we can get a little bit of treachery there. All right, I think my opponent will enjoy this build. I think it's good. Don't really need to spend the chevrons on anything. I guess we could take the trait here, the blasting scroll. Why not? Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Yes, yes. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they've brewed up in the shadows against my brave sons of Sigmar. I need to change my banner this time. Let's do the Nordland. Yeah, Nordland has a cool banner. Let's do that. Infantry Reichsguard would be awesome. Yeah. What would they be, like shielded armored units? Is that how they would be? Kind of like, you know, somewhat similar to like Marauder Champions, and or do they use great weapons? Because I mean, it would be a little bit redundant if they had great weapons, right? You like the shout out to the Mortal Kombat thumbnail, Felixson? Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Sigmar shall prevail. Great to finally catch a stream. Even better that you're playing the Empire in Eternity. Yeah, it's my favorite. Yo, the Empire is missing its Master Engineer. It's missing the Celestial Hurricanum, which it's one of the most iconic units in the Empire. Like, if they didn't add the Celestial Hurricanum, I would be super, super shocked. Hey, and Trevor, thank you for becoming a member. I did miss that during the last game. If you're still here, thank you. I really do appreciate that. It was during the heat of action. Ulrika isn't that good for the Empire because She's all right, but she's expensive, and you already have a Shadowcaster. That's pretty cheap. So, and for the Empire, there's other things you can do. Armored halberds? Oh, that'd be rad. Sign me up for that. All right. So here's what we got. We got Sunmaker in the starting army because of the map. It would just be foolish not to use it because he literally can't hide from it on this map. We got our Desert Crusade. I switched from Toddy this time to go Marcus to have nets so I could feasibly protect my artillery a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, looking good. Sigma, preserve us. Marcus isn't bad at shooting characters and, different things like that. So let's get our Knight and get our Bright Wizard. And we have a couple Free Company Militia who are just going to be back here to like shoot at carrion and things like that. So that's kind of their job. They're just going to sit back here. And if anything pressures, I can have Marcus net it down and, we live our best life. So, all right, let's get you up. And yeah, just like so. And let's do it. Good luck, have fun. A little bit of a different build here. A little bit of a different build. All right, let's do this and get the Sunmaker starting to shoot at some of the Nehekar warriors. All right. You moving up, Knights of the Blazing Sun are on guard duty. Let's get our Wizard, and let's see what his army looks like. Yeah, Great Bows, oof. We need to create buffering. We need to move up before he can get the Great Bows in range of the Sunmaker. You see, that's the thing. I didn't bring a cannon. I got a little bit greedy. I was like, maybe we won't need it. I don't know, we'll see. All right, so yeah, unfortunately we missed that first volley, and we do have an opportunity to blast some of these skeletons here, so let's move up. Get Marcus Wolfhart getting ready to party. Let's get these Empire Heavy Cavalry pushing up. We can't let the Great Bow get in range of the Sunmaker. If we do, then that's bad news bears. All right, so let's get some Empire Heavy Cavalry move up. We need to press them back, and hopefully we can run with this. So let's actually run with the crew. Stay out of range of the Great Bows, because you won't be able to shoot the artillery piece unless yeah, it's a little bit different there. So cool. So we'll start shooting at you, and we got the Heavy Cavalry running up, and we can get the crew back online. So let's get the crew back online here. Move you guys, and yeah, just start hustling up to the points here. Marcus Wolfhart can hopefully just put some hurt on Arkin. Be nice to kind of wear him down. And go, and let's go ahead and get you moving up as well. And the Sunmaker is back online, so let's just shoot at whatever we can, which is going to be just some random ass skeletons. All right. So pressing hard, we get Sepulchral Stalkers coming in, so we screen them out, so now we can pull back our Heavy Cavalry. There is going to be a new Shopti summon in the back, which is going to be problematic at some point, so we need to watch out for that. All right, so Flagellant, let's pull you back here, and Flagellant, let's pull you back here. Just keep shooting at your boy, and we have Burning Heads in the back pocket, and hopefully Sunmaker will eventually get the job done. Hopefully it will. So let's get you guys in 3 together. And as far as troopers going, we can summon, we can get the Silver Bullets creeping up. They'll be very useful here. So yeah, the objectives are going to be ours initially. Sunmaker is doing a little bit of work, but I'm actually relatively disappointed with the value it's gotten us. It hasn't really hit much of anything. We do see shots coming down. The Empire Heavy Cavalry getting blasted. Sunmaker is in range. And the side objective is going to go to our opponent here. He's trying to Spirit Leech Marcus, which is a little bit of a bold strategy. See if I can catch him with the net. No, looks like he slipped away from that. And he's trying to snipe Marcus, which is, I don't know. Marcus can just be resummoned. He's pretty cheap. So let's go ahead and get the Silver Bullets moving up to see if we can pop him in the face. And the Bright Wizard can move, and it looks like 1 unit of Nehekar Warriors is pretty popped there. All right, so we got Silver Bullets at the ready. Marcus is just juking those shots, and the Flagellants can now push up. We can push up, so we're gonna definitely push a little bit. And hold on to these and just kind of keep casting Burning Heads and whatnot, and going after his good quality units. So we need to force the fighting. So let's get you guys moving up, and Marcus Wolfhart can go back, and let's get these units going here, and we can get more Empire Knights surging in. So we need to fight before we get too melted here, right? And we can go ahead and cast like a fat Burning Head down the side there. See if he's paying attention. Probably is. He's a top player, so not gonna let that one slide. Okay, so let's get you Swordsmen into those. You Flagellants here, you guys here, you guys here, and the Silver Bullets are eventually going to get some work done. So you can see Arkin is getting popped a little bit in the face now. And how are our Empire Cav doing? Yeah, they're moving in. They're moving in and grooving. Sunmaker is still blasting away. We can go after the King Nikesh's Scorpion Legion. All right, let's go here. Get you guys going there. Let's get some Empire Heavy Cavalry into you guys and pull you guys under. All right, Marcus is doing good. We have some Empire Cav here. The Bright Wizard unfortunately wasn't able to hit his mark. And let's get some grenades out to the side. And good. Now we have like cavalry fights, which is kind of what we want, right? We want the cavalry fights. We want the Flagellants to be pushing back there. And yeah, we're kind of like just all in pushing here. This is where it gets real crunk. All right, good damage there for sure. Knights of the Blazing Sun can pull back, and Empire Cav are doing some good work. Marcus is going to continue trying to snipe his character. Let's move you up and get the grenades to go after these. All right, so we got the press on. We're not that far behind in value now. We do have a lot of like annoying units, like just kind of all over his lines here. We can pull these big horsemen down, and we're going to have another Burning Head here in a second. Let's see if he's paying attention. Marcus Wolfhart, keep going after the Lord. And let's just keep the man-tide coming in. Yeah, just like straight man-tide right now. All right, grenades. Let's go here. Get those guys. And yeah, we got those guns are really pressing in on him, man. They're really giving him the business. He's got to watch out. I don't know how our middle position's holding, but seems to be going pretty well. And the Sunmaker, yeah, still roasting a lot of these good quality units in the middle. So let's go after those Nahakar Warriors if we can. And it looks like Arkan is going to be dropping a little bit of fun here. So there is going to be an Ushapti summon, which what we'll do is we'll just use the Knights of the Blazing Sun to deal with it. So the fact that he used that on this and not my Sunmaker is pretty darn clutch. That's like really, really good for us. All right, so let's get more State Troopers coming up. Do this, move you guys up, and great. So we were able to intercept them, and it looks like there's going to be a Buna going down, a Fate of Cackling. Empire Knights still fighting here on the side, and we still have Flagellants digging into the backfield. And yeah, these Ushapti are on the run. We got the troop quality advantage, and is he doing anything in the back? Are we going to see Carrion? Okay, we do see some Skeleton Horseman Archers, so we got to save up and deal with that threat. Although we're almost, honestly, out of ammunition on this thing, so pretty happy with its performance so far. Knights of the Blazing Sun doing good. Yeah, defending the middle. Ark of the Black is slowly dying to Marcus, which is very good. And yeah, now he's coming with some heavy side pressure. We should be able to get some spears over here, actually. All right, looking good, looking good. How are we doing in the backfield? Yes, keep going, keep going. And Marcus, you keep giving Ark and the Black the business. You keep doing it, man. You're going to get a promotion. All right, so we see the side pressure coming in. Let's get these Empire Heavy Cav running over. Get some Spearmen moving here. Get you chasing as well, and you guys can move this way. Looking good, and yeah, he's straight up like almost gone. He's almost in the Shadow Realm right now. Ushapti Great Bow getting blasted by our guns, which is great. And now we got the Empire Heavy Cav coming in, which we should be able to get some cap weight here to defend this. Let's keep you guys here. You guys go after the Great Bows here. And Marcus needs to probably pull back at this point. Granted, we can't put a fat net on these guys and lock them down and then just like DACA them into oblivion. All right, so are we going to be able to salvage this point? Maybe, maybe, maybe. It's going to be close. I think he's going to steal it from us, but it's okay. I feel like we're ahead, although in some regards I don't. It's a weird game. It's a very weird game. But yeah, the fact that his Lord's like hiding in the corner and basically offline is very good for us. So now we unsummon that. We did salvage the side point. We did not. Okay. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, so let's do this. Pull you in. Those guys are in a little bit of trouble. We got Sepulchral Stalkers, and we can cav charge them. Flagellants. Yeah, we need to start summoning those guys in. And that unsummon is pretty clutch. Let's get the Free Company coming in. We're basically just spamming Man-Tide against him all day, which is seems to be doing well. Seems to be doing pretty well. All right, guns, and Marcus, and Marcus, being way better than Boris Todbringer, it would appear in this matchup. All right, let's get on here, get the capture rate back, and now we can just move these spears up too. All right, so we got a lot of Man-Tide coming in. And what are these? These are Nahakar Horsemen. All right, let's get some spears to go fight them. It's fine. We can get you guns to go shooting here. Can drop some shots, and the Knights of the Blazing Sun might be able to clear those warriors off. We'll have to see. And now we can pull you guys across and get heavy cav, and just keep moving up. For Sigmar, baby. For Sigmar. All right. Yes, charge there. So I could resummon in the Sunmaker. Honestly, that does feel like a good idea. One unit of Demogryph Knights could be very disruptive as well. He might not notice this. Is he moving? Okay, he's not. So we might. That's like a weird spot for a burning head, so he might not expect it. Yeah, and that's gonna cook quite a few of those guys. Now that ended up being pretty good. Are these spears? I think those are spears. All right, so Flagellants, come on in. Go after the King Nikesh's Scorpion Legion. Let's get you guys moving up. Get you guys moving, and we still have the silver bullets too, which is really nice. Yeah, the fact that he's trying to snipe Marcus, I think, is a lot of squandered value. Okay, let's get some grenades. Go grenade launch these bad boys, and yeah, we can eat that on shielded units all day. Pull back the heavy cavalry, and looks like we're in good shape. All right, so shooting the great bows. Keep those like annoying, unbreakable units chasing. We don't want to lose our Lord, though. Yeah, we don't want to like suffer the leadership penalty. So we're going to pull these Empire Cav to support the grenade launchers in that push there. Let's keep you guys like so. And yeah, we got a lot of shit in the middle, guys. We got a lot of stuff. Like, it is a very entrenched middle position. So these are Nahakar Warriors. These are Flagellants. Let's turn about face. And we're going to need some, yeah, probably just some more Chads in the middle here. All right, so grenades are just roasting here. This is a point that we could probably take. We could probably take it. Let's get it on the Chosen of the Gods here. If they want a piece, we can give them some. You want some? I'll give you some. We got more dudes moving up. The dude tied, and we have another burning head. So let's see where he like relaxes with these units first. And I think this could be, no, we need to see where he's gonna like form ranks first. Flagellants, come back here. Let's get some swords over to the middle. And it looks like the side points definitely starting to go in our favor as we melt down the Chosen of the Gods right there. Marcus is still around, you know, giving leadership boons and all that sort of good stuff. We got our brave Flagellants of Sigmar holding on. Yeah, this could be the time for the demis, like a closer unit, I feel. That could be very nice. How are the grenades looking here? All right, let's pull these cavalry off and just have the grenade launchers kind of polish them there. And yeah, Sunmaker resummon could also be very brutal. Granted, the ranks are pretty wild at the moment, so I don't know how well that would go for us. What do we got? And did he resummon in the Ushabti? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he did. All right, so let's unsummon these guys. We're going to need some fresh cavalry soon, so I think we got to do that. What is this? This is Arkin the Black is back. He's back, and he's pissed, baby. All right, so we need that sweet burning head. So let's just get that. Oh man, he doesn't have like a ranked like a good formation for us to hit yet. Okay, so we've almost gotten that. Let's unsummon you guys. Just straight up on death's bed right here, guys. All right, so then we can go ahead and net him down, lock him in place while we just blast him with some rifles. And cool. All right, so that's going to be a little bit of damage, not as much as I would like, but we do have a lot of like just durable dudes on the points. Let's get some demis over here in case he tries to bring any cavalry out. We should be able to pressure, and it looks like he's trying to sweep with some skeleton archers, so we need to pull these grenades back. Marcus needs a retreat. Probably it's time for an unsummon on Marcus, I would say. Yeah, so demis go clear this, and you demis go clear that. We have so much like Sigmarite mass on this point. It's just, let's get Sterling's Revenge back and get the Flagellants in. Yeah, the Sterling's Revenge are still a viable shooting unit, right? So we need to kind of keep them online. All right, so grenades. Probably going to kill Marcus. Marcus is, you know, he's done pretty great for us this game. He's been a great asset for sure. All right, so we're going to hit that unit. That should be a really good burning head for us. It's going to cook like 2 of his units. And Marcus is broken, but I don't think it's a huge deal. Pistolier for back pressure, I don't think so. Let's get these guys up on the point. Let's get you guys back on the point here. And the Demogryph Knights, oh wow, demis with halberds are not having a good time. What the hell did that? Man, some foul witchcraft for sure. Let's get our Bright Wizard to go after him as well. How the hell are these demis taking so much work damage? God, goodness gracious. All right, let's go after these. And yeah, Marcus is going to get probably chased down here. We do have a net. Let's get a Knight of the Blazing Sun, see if we could just get a nice charge on Arkin to punish him a little bit. Demis might be able to. Knights of the Blazing Sun in general are just a very good sweeper unit. We're up on value too, which isn't good for him. He just got surrounded again, so Arkin might just die round 2. So Marcus went to the Great Beyond, but he'll be welcomed by Sigmar in the afterlife. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a surround on these skeletons here, right? So we're going to charge in the front with these guys and charge in the back and basically crumble them in like 2 seconds. Yeah, unless my charge gets screwed up here. Yeah, he taps out. GG. Tomb Kings 2. Yes! Sigmar, preserve us! Can't believe we won that. You see, the thing is, with triple Great Bow, your main army's going to suck pretty bad. So his skeletons, he kind of got stuffed back by all the Flagellants and Sigmar Sons and stuff, even though they kind of got beat up. I would say that was a pretty good run for them. So GG, he's a strong player, so I'm very happy with that win. All right, yeah, he's currently the number 10 ranked player in the world there. Yeah, cool. All right, so gonna go here, update the old score. Sigma, preserve us, round 2. I was like practice. That was pretty fortunate for me though. To get Tomb Kings back to back is very lucky because I was like warmed up against them, you know? Like I started to remember what they can do and like all this different stuff. So yeah. The demis got bunted. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I suspected. Empire versus Tomb Kings. Got to bring up that old Empire win rate, man. Keep them honest. You want me to just fight Tomb Kings all day? I don't think it's going to happen. We're going to run into something really sweaty in the next round, so. Yeah, Great Bows were shooting my infantry, which still hurt, but yeah, they didn't have too many good targets for sure. For sure. All right, so there we are. Let's report that score. What's the text in the middle of the screen? Oh, that's still there? Oh, I forgot to turn that off. That's from a tournament. Thank you. I didn't catch that. Yeah. That's been there for like all my recordings for the past week, which is very troll. So Houseplant's undefeated. Wait, why did Professor Pone play Houseplant? What? Oh, it's because Houseplant was going to get a bye round. Okay. Because Pone lost his first round and Houseplant won his, which is very weird. They shouldn't have played. But yeah, it probably was because... Yeah, it's probably because of that. Prodigy Spartan says, you're a beast, definitely top 10 player without it. Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, if I'm very confident that if I'm currently ranked like I think number 10 or 11. If I just grinded and played in tournaments all the time, I'm fairly confident I could be top 5 for sure. But I can't beat those like higher echelon players like consistently. Like people like Platypus and Houseplant and those folks, like they would beat me pretty like consistently. I might take a game off them here and there, but their knowledge of the meta and range of factions is definitely like on a competitive level is way better than mine for sure. But yeah, tricksy stuff. Thank you, Project Spartan. I appreciate it. All right, so Marcus is there. What do we got? 1400 value. Burning Headcaster was good. Sunmaker is always great. It's just Really good tool for clearing out Tomb King's infantry, especially on a map like Dust Bowl where you can't hide. It's pretty OP. GG, well played. Second Tomb King in a row I faced. Yeah, just saying GG to my opponent. Out of region with the sad face. Well, let's see who ends up playing here in the next round. So almost there. Currently undefeated players. Let's go take a look at the tournament leaderboards for now. So Subutai and Blood Penguin, two very, very strong players. I was actually just hanging out with Subutai yesterday. He lives pretty close to me. He came up and we did a draft. We drafted March of the Machines and Magic with him and his partner and my wife. We had a 4-person draft. It was really fun. Shout out to Subutai. He plays a Tyranid commander deck too. He plays the Tyranid one. It's a really cool deck. And then we got Creator and Cap and Rhino Hunt and Ghoul Baby down here. So far undefeated. Subutai and Blood Penguin are playing for the undefeated. How many rounds of regular? Okay, we got 4 regular rounds. Oakenshield is the next map, which is a pretty open one actually. So we're getting some very favorable maps today for us. Like terrain heavy maps would definitely be harder for the Empire, but the fact that we're getting open field is good. Who is favored in Coast vs. Dom? I would say Empire is favored. Like if you take a top tier Empire player and a top tier Coast player, I would say the Empire player would probably win. But it's not to say you can't. Like if you make a couple small mistakes against Coast and they get like Fellbats or Scurvy Dogs shutting down your grenades, shutting down your Sunmaker, you lose. The Coast will beat you. So yeah, it's a very cagey matchup, like very cagey. You can't make too many mistakes. You can't make too many mistakes. Yeah. All right, so how are we looking here? What do we got? So it's going to be Oakenshield. Oakenshield has a little bit more terrain, but it's still a very open field map, which is very good for us. Yeah, there it is right there, Oakenshield. So we don't know what we're playing yet, but we'll figure out in a minute. Yeah, I'm happy. I didn't even look at the maps before I picked Empire, but it ended up working out pretty well. The semifinal map isn't very good for the Empire, Celestial Lake. It has that like big terrain blocking side point, which makes it a very melee focused map, I would say. And also that flanking forest on the far side, which people can sneak up on you. So I would say that's not the best Empire map, but it's certainly not terrible. But yeah, I almost played Warriors of Chaos tonight. I love playing Warriors of Chaos right now. I actually think they're great. I think they're really good. I think they're really, really good. And I'm now in the habit of pairing metal songs to my commander decks. Nice, dude. Sounds like fun. Well, what are some examples? Yeah, Coast also gets the Burning Head. That's true, they do. But Coast can definitely win it. It's a matchup that's been, I would say, fun for a long time. I know, it sucks that Creative Assembly won't just add the maps, like straight up. Like it's I love playing in tournaments, but I hate playing ladder and Dom. I refuse to play Dom ladder. Whereas I'll go play Land Battle ladder. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a good map and have a good game. But like Dom Quick Battle is just so atrocious. It's so bad. Yeah, it's so bad. I'm gonna keep going, trying to make it happen. Very cagey. If you can sneak. I'm just talking to my opponent real quick from the last match. Perfect. What magic decks do I run? So we have 4. I have 4 commander decks right now. I have a mono green Eldrazi deck, which is like I use Azusa. The one that lets you play 2 lands. I forget. It has like a second name, Azusa, who like, you know, the world. What is it called? Azusa Lost But Seeking. Yeah. So she's a mono green Eldrazi land deck. She's very good. She lets you play 2 extra lands per turn, and it just has like a million ramp spells and goes bananas. That's like a very powerful like mouth breathing deck. You know, you just like breathe heavily and just go for it. My other deck that I run that is probably my favorite deck to play is Zozu the Punisher. So it's a mono red chaos deck. So it literally just it can win, but it usually doesn't. But it just has all those big AoE world destruction effects and like punishing spells like Sulfuric Vortex and like all that kind of stuff. And like people take damage when they play their lands. It's really fun. The other commander I play is Irenicus, John Irenicus from Baldur's Gate set. He's probably I'm building him right now, but it's the one I'm most excited for. He basically gives he gives things away. So you give your terrible creatures to your opponents and they suffer with them. It's really fun. And let's see, what else do we got? And then the other one is, the mono black Ayara. First to the Lochtwain. So it's like an aristocrats deck. It's like a mono black, like a lot of pinging creatures, that type of thing. You know, in lore, I definitely prefer Cetra to Arkan, but in the game, I would prefer Arkan all day. I think he's better. He's just more cost effective. Cetra is not terrible though. Like he's a good fighter and he's super cool too. So that was rough. All right, so let's refresh. Looks like the next round's going to be starting in a second. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Those are the commander decks. I love playing commander. I just got back into it. Okay, so Subutai and Blood Penguin having a very sweaty duel. 3 matches still to go. All right, looking good. Yeah, commander's great. It's really fun. Best content and community great. Hey, keep up the great work. Thank you, Buck. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, they need to fix the maps because, like, if you just look at the baseline maps, guys, let's take a look, right? So you have somebody in chat was asking why, like, Dom Ladder sucks. It's because of the maps. Like, all these maps here that are great have been made by the community. Now, when they have T, it stands for Total Tavern next to it, right? Marauder Champions are a top tier unit. Yeah, they're really good. But the only maps that we have on Ladder are these ones. So let me tell you which ones are, like, playable, okay? This map is passable. Arnheim is passable. Battle for Itza is a top tier map. Black Ark is playable. Broken Lake Gully is like semi-playable. Crossing of Sea of Claws is terrible. Death Pass is okay, but it's kind of a choke point map. It's like a little bit too much. Galleon's Cove is trash. Grove of Slaughter is trash. Mountains of Morn is awful. Eye in the North is awful. And Silver Spire is awful. So you can see like a good 70% of the maps for Dom on Ladder are just unplayable, terrible, like unfair maps. It's just like the pathing on them is bad. Your units get stuck in like ramps and shit and just get like nuked. It's awful. Oh God, it's the worst. And it could be so good too. It could be so good. That's the worst part of it. Project Spartan, great streamer and even better. Hey, thank you, man. Sending 50 Aussie dollars for the wife and for the awesome army blockers. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well down in your lands over there. Want to visit there someday for sure. It's heard it's quite a journey. How long is the flight from like California to Australia? That's got to be like an epic journey, right? Like I'm talking like 15 plus hours, if not more. Could be wrong. What would the Huracanum do? So the Huracanum would probably buff your Winds of Magic. It would have an AoE buff to nearby casters if it's like lore accurate, and it would be able to shoot lightning. So it would have like a lightning attack, like that does like an AoE lightning explosion, which could just be represented in the form of like bound spells, is what I suspect. Yeah, that is what I suspect for sure. Yeah, and I've offered to help them get all the maps set up and everything, like, you know, connect them with the map makers, and it's just like, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. They're very pushy on that one. Hey, Trajan, Shepherd of the Fire is Bloodbraided. Oh, yeah, dude, Kresh the Bloodbraided is one of the like the coolest arts in Magic. I think my favorite. Speaking of, let's see. So where is that art? Where would that be? That would be where could I look up Magic cards? What's like a good MTG spoiler? Is there like a website where you can just look up any Magic card? Like look at art? I guess I could just go to like a website that sells them, right? So I guess this is where I usually order them from time to time. Okay. What is that called? Is it Ishan's Shade? Or Shade of... There it is. Okay. So going to pull these up. So this TCG player. Okay, let's see that. TCGplayer.com. We have like another couple minutes before the match starts. No, stop. Be gone. Okay, I'm going to go back to that website I was on. So this is this was like one of the first Magic art pieces that I saw when I was a kid. And man, I think this is what got me into it. This card, Isan's Shade, it's just like in the flavor of like early Magic was so cool. So when I made one of my first ever commander decks was with this guy. And ever since then I've been like a swamp enjoyer, but like the flavor text is so cool. And then another one I really like semi-vintage is this guy. Korlash, Heir to the Black Blade. It's like this like epic zombie like warrior guy with like plate and just like I love that like grim dark like pose that those characters have. It's so cool. Another one that I really like is the what is it called? Blackblade. Yeah, this was another one of the first cards that I ever had as a kid, and I really really like it. It's Dakin Blackblade. This is like around the time I started playing. Yeah, the flavor text is so cool. It's so good. Oh, I love those like vintage Magic cards, man. They have so much personality. It's great. Yeah, it's really good. All right, so we'll go back to that a little bit later. Very chaos inspired. Yeah. Old Magic the Gathering art was like truly epic. Yeah, they were really really good. I remember playing with those on the playground. Ferocious battles were had on the asphalt. Yeah, there's tons of great Magic art, man. All right, so Subutai and Blood Penguin finishing their match. If we look, they're the last two players wrapping up here. Thank you guys for your patience. And yep, they're still playing. I don't know. I really don't know how a match could feasibly go that long. Like, we literally had a close game, and it finished, I don't know, like 10 minutes ago, if not more. Yeah, I don't know how people... I think it's like... And there's no pick and ban phase either. I think it's army building. I think they just sit there fumbling over their armies is what it's got to be. Yeah, Dakin is Blackbait is really really cool. I have an old school gold deck back when multicolor cards were barely a thing. Yeah, that was magical for sure. Those were some good times. Baldur's Gate. How many of you guys played Baldur's Gate: Shadows of Amn? Let me know in chat. I'm curious. If my wife played it, she like knows it like the back of her hand. I played it as well. That was one of my favorite games of all time. But they made a Baldur's Gate set, which was pretty cool. And the main villain from Baldur's Gate: Shadows of Amn, they gave him a card, John Arenicus, and he's like probably one of the most fun commanders out there. Lag can stretch any game. That's true. It could be lag. Yeah, Wednesday it's going to be Age of Empires. Yeah, is what I'm planning right now. Yes. Slowest builders in the West. I know. It's anarchy. Yeah, you guys. A couple of you guys played it. Oh, that game was so good. Love Baldur's Gate. It's such a classic. Your middle school banned Magic after someone stole someone else's deck from their backpack. Yeah, so it was like encouraging like degenerate behavior. I think that happened with Pokemon cards at one of the schools I went to. Like there was like a ring of like kids being ripping each other off and like stealing cards, and yeah, I remember that happening in the 90s. Yeah, Renicus's Magic deck is really good too. It's really fun. I'm going to play on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going to play. I haven't played Age of Empires in like a month or two since the last stream we had. So, yeah, I'm going to be terrible, but it'll be fun. One of the reasons I haven't been streaming as much Age of Empires is because my hands have been acting up on me lately, like hurting more. So Total War isn't that pressuring, and Age of Wonders is very easy on my hands, whereas Age of Empires is like super high stress. So I've been kind of like taking it easy. I know I could cast it, but I really like playing, so. I'm so hyped for Baldur's Gate 3. Does it come out in August? Yeah. Is that when it comes out? Ooh, that's fun. Yeah, no, I'll do a playthrough with my wife for sure on Baldur's Gate 3 because she knows all the lore, so she could like explain everything on stream. Like I'll just be like, "Oh, look at that, it's a dragon." She'll obviously know the history of it and all that fun stuff. Okay. Man, Subutai and Blood Penguin, the potato matchup with the gods. Yeah, perfect. Aiming. Perfect. Breaks good. Never played Magic, but love card games. Any troll monster type decks? Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. There's tons. There's tons of commander decks. Oh, you don't want to play Baldur's Gate 3 with old Pwn? Of course I do. It's a given, Pwn. It's a given. Can you do more than 2 people, Pwn, in Baldur's Gate? If you can, yeah, we got to get a party together. That'd be really fun. I don't know what I would play. I'm always like the basic one who just plays like a human. You know, everyone plays like fun characters, but in every fantasy game I play, I end up with just playing humans. Like in Age of Wonders, I think I've only made like one non-human faction, which was the industrious orcs that Professor Pwn crushed with Gandalf the other day. You can have 4? Oh, great. Hell yeah. When the battle's starting soon, we're just waiting on some players that are taking a little bit of time. Yeah. They're taking their sweet time. Subutai and Blood Penguin. Yeah, so we'll just hang out and enjoy each other's company in the meantime, and yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, the Legend set was a really good one. Ice Age, I also love the aesthetic of Ice Age. Like the Magic card set, if you guys haven't, even if you don't play Magic, go look up the art for Ice Age. And Legends, those like early sets, oh, they have so much flavor, man. You can also play a Necromancer. Well, okay, sign me up. We know what I'm playing. That's going to be really fun. Yeah, we're doing it. Is your favorite flavor of ice cream vanilla? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. You know, no, probably like a strawberry or raspberry or strawberry ice cream. My favorite, yeah. But vanilla is great too. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Subutai taking his time in Age of Wonders. Yeah, he does. He tends to take long turns. He reads every tooltip. You know, he gets in there and gets all the details. But you know, it's hangout time, man. We enjoy each other's company. It's good. Oh my God, they're still not done yet. Jesus. Pone just roasted him. All right, so let's build an army for Norsca, maybe. I think there's a couple. Let's see what the other players are playing in the top 4 at the moment. So let's see here. So I think Houseplant signed up as Norsca. Outer Region is probably Khorne. Is he playing Khorne? Let's see what Outer Region's playing. We can start kind of preemptively planning. Yeah, we can start preemptively. Yeah, Norsca. Hadrius is on Ogres. Subutai is on Skaven, so he's probably doing the Skaven Unsummoned cheese. Let's see what else it's going to be. And then he's playing against Bretonnia. So we have a Skaven versus Bretonnia match over there. That's got to be super scrappy. So that'll obviously be Fey double Paladin versus, you know, a million rats with falsely inflated leadership. Oh, wow. Outer Region's on Slaanesh. Slaanesh versus Empire is a matchup I'm not really sure about now. I'm not sure what that looks like even, to be honest. Thoughts on the new Warhammer 40k Magic crossover? I didn't play it. Like, I don't know. It was kind of jarring to have like a full sci-fi universe. Granted, I did like it. But yeah, I don't mind the fantasy crossovers as much. But yeah, like because I feel like the flavor can mix into other decks well. But I did like the Abaddon deck. That one looked pretty fun to play. Every time Turin says evil while playing a Necromancer, everybody has to take a shot. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. I don't know what to play. Tomorrow, Pone and I are streaming Age of Wonders. We haven't decided on what we're going to play yet. We're going to do a little 1v1. It's his day off, so. Yeah, there's a time limit on the rounds, which is should be expiring soon. I don't know when we started the next round, but I'm not the admin for this tournament, so I'm not sure when the next round started. I'm just an enjoyer, enjoying someone else's work. All right, we got Houseplant. Let's do it. Let's get some sweat in here. Let's just go play the best player in the world right now. Let's do it. All right, so he already sent a code. This is a fun matchup, though. Norsca versus Empire is a really, really cool one. I like it. All right, so let's join here. What tells his password? Did he put a password on? It's got a confusing password. All right. There we go. And we're all set. I never played any of the previous Age of Wonders. I never played any of those. All right. Man, I wish we could play Chaos Dwarves, man. They're so cool flavor-wise. It just sucks that they're so busted. Oh, soon we won't have that problem anymore. Soon it won't be an issue. All right. So we are going to get a little bit crazy here. And what map are we on? We're on Oakenshields. All right. Let's get this party started. So you are definitely the choice. Crush the weak. The weak will be crushed. Maybe. All right, so let's get you in reserve. You come in, looking good. And do we want that? We don't need that. We can save the money. So the map is going to be Oakenshield, which is a fairly open map. He can kind of camp and sit back if he wants to, which he probably will. He's just going to sit back and wait for the timer to come up before he rushes, which is smart. As far as casters go, I mean, Fire is really good against Norsca. Granted, you'll often see Marauder champions. So you got to watch out for the Marauder champions of Doom. They can get in and put some hurt on you. War wagons are good against these guys. You know, just kind of having that mobile kind of poking unit, I think, is very strong. And yes, so I'm trying something really out of left field here. It could pay off like massively, or it could be terrible. But we're gonna learn one way or the other. All right. So yes and yes. Looking good. I feel like that's not like a correct answer. Like I know wagons are pretty good against Norsca, but yeah, no, I think we got to do something different. Yeah. I had this weird conspiracy theory. I was going to try and make greatswords work, but he's too good of a player to use some terrible shit against. So we have to have like a solid build, I think. All right, so that looks good. Let's get a couple of you guys. And then from here, we can mix you in. Okay. So we got 3 units there, and we can get another one of you in the starting army. But we could just call those in from reserve. Ah, yes, we almost forgot to cut the spells on our caster. That would have been the biggest brain of plays. I'm sure he would have cackled at my misfortune there. All right, and then we can get that as well. Good, good. Is there anything else we can cut? We need that. We got a little bit of money left. Could cut this and get you and you. All right, so very like fundamental, hey, I'm good against Norsca stuff is what's in our army. Very fundamental in that regard. We can call you in. Like, Lifecaster Franz isn't terrible here either if you want to go that route. He can definitely hammer things down, but, you know, the Burning Headcaster is also quite good. You have a lot of choices. You have a lot of choices. Let's actually do this. Yeah, let's do this. I think that's going to be the way. And yes, perfect. So in reserve, let's pull you. Get that. All right, and I think those abilities are more or less fine. Don't need that. And artillery's potentially an option here. Triple Witch Hunter? Witch Hunters do have some like weird armor piercing value that can occasionally be pretty good. It's a strange thing. It's a very strange thing. All right, so let's go ahead and probably just do 2 of those. Need these 2, and then we want more troopers. So troopers and troopers. Yeah, I don't hate this build. I think it's pretty decent actually. I think it's got some nice tools. Demi Lances are another fun unit I've kind of wanted to explore a little bit in this matchup too. I always felt like they could be underrated. Yeah, that guy's expensive. That's a really expensive character. But it is really, really rad. You certainly earned some style points with that one. Yeah, something's a little off about the army, to be fair. I think we need to switch this up. Yeah. Something's a little bit off. All right, so we get you guys. And then we can pull you out of the back if need be. Yeah, good luck, have fun. See what he's got. Would we see that? I just like thought of something really wacky that we might run into, and I'm like a little bit nervous about it, so I'm gonna make like a big tech that maybe just deals with it. Then we probably need how many of you guys can we fit? 2 and then 2 and then. All right, not the most confident in this build, but I think it's got some teeth. Luminarch is not worth it. From what I've seen from Houseplant, he usually likes to just use the Lord Unsummoning or not start with an actual target. So he might come in with like a caster, and a caliber of his player is just going to juke. He's just going to dodge probably. So I don't think Luminarch could be great. He could surprise me with a Mammoth. That would be actually very shocking. If he came in with a Mammoth, I might be slightly ill-prepared for that. But yeah, that would actually be really badass. But bringing a big thing against Empire like that is a crazy tech. Yeah. All right. If anybody knows how to counter Empire's Houseplant, yeah, he's a really good Empire player. He's really good. He's honestly, yeah, he's been one of the best Empire players since I can remember. He always had really good tech and was very strong. So yeah, definitely better than myself. All right, let's fire it up. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we can go down. You know, go out on our shield here. So it's funny. I thought that little tent was like a landmine. I was like, oh god, is there like landmines on this map that I don't know about? What witchcraft is this? Okay. Let's get you. Let's get you back there. So we have a Life Wizard who's just going to be healing up our... we have some Demis in reserve, so that's kind of the game plan, is just to heal those up. We get 1 Spearman back here and 1 Spearman to just pull up with the main army and just push. Yeah, pretty straightforward army, honestly. Yeah, Platypus is still playing. Yeah, he's great. Platypus is a very strong player. Yeah, I think he won a tournament the other day. One of the ones like at the end of last week, I think is what it was. I assume Houseplant's ready, so he's pretty fast, so I don't need to wait for too long. So we'll definitely move Sunmaker up, so let's move across. And he guessed the right side to avoid the Sunmaker. Okay, let's move up. Here and here. And what do we got? So yeah, he's doing the Lord unsummoning cheese, where you unsummon your Lord to avoid being sniped. Oh, I can't wait for CA to fix that. It's so stupid. All right, let's move up here. Let's do this and this. And what does he got? He's got some Condom Wolves. I was expecting Marauder Champions against me. I was expecting a little bit of Marauder Champion action. And do we have an extra spear we can send to just go hold the side? We could probably just call in a base experiment just to go here and just hold this point. Yeah. So we got the Prince and Emperor in reserve. It's best of one. This whole tournament's best of one. So we won our first 2 matches, and now we're playing the Dark Lord himself. And we're just going to get the Sunmaker like parked right here and just accrue some points and just chill out. He might do a build-up where he just tries to build a critical mass and swarm me, but I'm totally fine with that, actually. That's okay if he wants to do that. We'll take our heavy cab over here and see if we can like ninja that point from him and just get like the early triple cap. I could take some grenades also. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so let's do this. Go here. And we got a Spearman coming. Sunmaker's at the ready. So we're not going to move it any further up. It's just going to literally sit right here. And yeah, we got that Spearman heading there. Got some grenade launchers coming over here. And he's going to just run to the corner of the map, most likely. So we got Wolfric coming out. Okay, Wolfric's a little bit of a problem. But that's where we summon Karl Franz, basically. Yeah. So we're going to summon in Franz next. Okay, so let's do this and this. Get that. He's going to let me get the triple cap, and then he's going to do like a big timing push, basically, is how this is going to unfold. Yeah. That's what's going to go down here. All right, Deathcaster's coming. He's going to try and Buna the grenade launcher, so we're going to run away. It's because Buna will like one-shot them, basically, so we're just going to kind of run away and cackle here. Maybe he lets me have this objective, maybe he doesn't. I could try and regrowth counter it, but honestly, I find that the Buna usually comes out ahead. So yeah, he just got Buna here. Just the fate of Buna. So we'll try and get a charge on these guys. See if we can... if I can just get the objective initially, that'd be really nice. Or at least, like, threaten it. Yeah, I could take my Lifecaster here. Sunmaker is almost in range. So let's start scooting up and going after some of the Marauders. We almost have it, but I think he's going to get it. Let's get our Life Wizard on the point. See if we can just get a cheeky little grab here. And I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, I think he's going to push us off. Yeah. All right. So it's back. Back you go. Back, back. Grenade launchers are here. And we're just saving up for the Prince and Emperor right now. He's very expensive, but, you know, I definitely want that type of a character, so... All right, so we could just fight here. It's fine. If he wants to fight, we can do it for a second. Drop a little Earthblood action, and let's get you guys moving into the Skin Wolves here. So charge, and that should be pretty cost-effective for us with the fire damage. And then if Wolfric wants to keep hunting, we're just going to run away. So, yeah, a little bit of a messy opening, but that's okay. So let's get some Flagellants over this way. And you can see that the Knights of the Blazing Sun trade pretty well into Condom Wolves. So we didn't take too much damage. Let's move you around the top and start running with you guys. All right, so Franz is going to be here in a second. We need Franz to counter Wolfric, basically. So let's get you and get you shooting here. Let's get you guys here and pull you back. That actually wasn't a bad trade for us. All right, so Franz, let's go. And let's get the Prince and Emperor out. So he's going to come and try and deal with Wolfric's shenanigans. Hopefully we can escape here. And Sunmaker has routed 1 unit, so let's go ahead and get on the Grey Opens back here. Keep doing it. And grenade launchers go here. Flagellants go here. Nope, Flagellants go there. Yes, and grenades go here. All right. Outstanding. So keep pulling back, keep pulling back. We need to get Franz up. Franz is definitely the way here. We can pull in, do this. And does he have any sort of support here? He's got a little bit of support, but not too much. Let's get some swordsmen. Additional troopers coming up is always going to be welcome. And now we got a good engagement, I would say. We can get Franz to come in and just give Wolfric the business. Knights of the Blazing Sun, let's go here. And yeah, we probably need to come here and help. Yeah, probably need to come here. All right, so heals. Franz giving him the business. Let's pop the Reichland Runefang. And Sunmaker crew, let's see what else we want to shoot. Let's shoot over here if we can. Pull you guys back, get the Sigmar Suns moving there. Seems like it's going okay. I would say it's actually going pretty good for us. Unfortunately, though, he does have some like random units here that are pressing in well. All right, let's go after the Spearmen here. And are we going to be able to win this blob fight? We do have some regrowths in the back pocket, so I think we just like regrowth this like beat up knight and try and hold here. And now we got some like doggos coming in hard. We got some angry doggos. And also on the backside, we got hounds. It looks like he's pushing for the Sunmaker pretty aggressively here. All right, so let's go here. Let's pull you back under this way. Franz is kicking the butt, and it looks like a lot of these Norscan units are getting melted a little bit, which is great. Let's pop that Power Stone. And yeah, we got dogs coming back here, so let's intercept. Let's keep running you guys away if possible. And Franz was able to get quite a bit of damage on those guys. So now we just retreat with the Knights of the Blazing Sun. I would say that was a pretty favored fight for us. And we just stand right on top of the old Sunmaker and just keep nuking his shit, basically. Yeah. Looking great. Let's pull the Huntsman back, and now we need to get Franz back to just kind of hunt your boy. So we got the Knights of the Blazing Sun retreating. You guys can go here. We got swordsmen. Let's move them up to the middle to reinforce. And yeah, the dogs are trying to find their way in, but we got spears there, and you know I'm feeling pretty comfortable about it. Grenades. And hopefully the Spearmen will get the job done. Do we have any more cav that we can pull in? We do. So Knights of the Blazing Sun come up and over in the middle. Let's get these Huntsmen back. And these Spearmen can go here. And you guys move up on the point. We can come and try and route this. Looks like there's going to be a Buna going down. Nothing you can really do to, unfortunately, escape that. Let's go see if we can goon his caster. Just trying to get a terror route to free up the Sunmaker. And what do we have to summon in? I think Demis are the next answer. To be honest, I think Demis are the way. So let's go here and go here. Pull these Huntsmen back. We got some State Troopers holding there like absolute chads. So Franzodia is going to go to the middle and get you guys back online. And oh my god, is the Sunmaker my lord? Holy shit, I didn't notice I did that. Wow, okay. That is an interesting tactic for sure. The forbidden tactics, yes. Maybe it baits him into a false sense of thinking like, oh, I need to kill this, but yeah, who knows. All right, Demis, let's go Demogryphs, and we need to make sure we protect that Sunmaker and get that unsummon off, because if it dies, you know, we're going to take a pretty substantial penalty. And let's shoot the Condom Wolves here. Do we have any Earthbloods? Nope, but let's retreat you. And now we probably can just get you guys to go here and do this. The Demis can come and chase the Beast of Tashnar also. Let's go after the caster. Yeah, we probably just have to fight here. Franz can go and start hunting a little bit, so let's go after the caster here. Demogryphs peel the backfield, and we managed to hold on to the side point, so let's get you here. Huntsmen shoot these wolves. Unfortunately, they're armored, so they're going to be a little bit scary. We go in on Wolfric here. We got a lot of Knights of the Blazing Sun, so I think that's a worthy play. As far as this point goes, we can send some Flagellants up to kind of like start pressing that. Just kind of keeping my opponent honest here. Yeah, looking good. So this point's holding. Demis, we're able to sweep it. Sunmaker, I think we unsummon it at this point. Yeah, so we just get an unsummon back here. See if he wants to do anything with that. And Franz was able to get a good hammering, but let's see if we can get his Shaman Sorcerer. That would be pretty sweet. How are the Knights of the Blazing Sun doing? Oh, they're in pretty good shape, actually. Okay, so we got the unsummon, so we're safe. Okay. So that was actually a mistake from us. Like, having I did not intend for the Sunmaker to be my lord. I thought it was the mage. All right, so Reichland Runefang. Let's get some more State Troopers moving up, and you guys can just man-tide it and head up to the points. And hopefully we get his caster. All right, so we got Houseplant's caster. Looking good. Demis are still here. Let's pull them back. Have them sweep down and under, and you State Troopers need to make it over there if we can. So he did get the points from us, but we're well ahead on points. So it's not like we're in a huge rush here. So let's get Franz back up. Yeah, and it's getting a little bit dicey for sure. But I think we can wrestle that side point, and if we can somehow find a way to hold on to this one. All right, so Demogryphs, we need to pull back. It looks like he got like maybe a fat Buna or something. I'm not sure. All right, let's go after the Skin Wolves here. Need to do this. And do we have anything out of Vanguard we can call in? We do. All right, so let's move you guys in. And our Lifecaster, unfortunately, is routed. Hopefully it comes back so I can get at least one more regrowth. That'd be really good. All right, and he did take the point from us. He did take the point. All right, this is good. Let's get these Demis kind of parking here. I think we ninja the side point from him. I think that's going to happen. So let's just play that one heavily. Yeah, we did get these Skin Wolves down, and now we can start to press up in the middle a little bit. All right, looking good. Demi's unfortunately going to get charged here. I kind of screwed up on that one, but you know, you can't win them all. So what do we want to call out here? Sigmar Sons? Sure. Just more sustainable dudes to come and fight. And yeah, we go for like a gooning on his lord now. Well, it's not actually his lord, so it won't really give us that big of a benefit, but yeah, you guys get the idea. All right, let's move up. Let's move up. We've got some doggos back there. Franz is nearby. The Jade Wizard did come back, so he can come and provide Franz with a little bit of regrowth. Let's peel these guys off and have the Empire Cavalry screen them out. And then we're back here. All right, so this point looks like it should go to us. It should. And it's very important that it does, because if we don't, we're going to start to fall behind pretty heavily. So where's Franz? Franz is coming over here. He's going to come and try and rear charge some of this and get you guys up to the point here. We need our Life Wizard to come and drop a fat overcasted regrowth on Franz to give us that like kind of late game momentum. And we do capture this point, which is good. We're going to lose it, though. Those Berserkers are just going to basically massacre most of our units, but, you know, it's okay. All right, let's get grenades, get them in there. Franz is looking for some fights, man. It's hard. I think we come over here and just try and play the side points against them, which is not going to be easy, but we're gonna give it our all. And the Jade Wizard can just get unsummoned now, and we can unsummon you, because he's basically out of Winds Magic anyways. So, yeah. All right, let's fight here. State Troopers, Flagellants versus Berserkers, the fight of the ages. And we need Franz and company to win this fight. This is actually pretty important here. So let's go, and we can send Franz in with a little bit of support. He's got the spears, and he's got the boots with the fur. And these Demis got just absolutely leveled. Oh boy. Okay, spears and spears. Man side, let's go. Franz can pop the Reichland Runefang. Hopefully he can get it. So we need these State Troopers to get there and help out. Terror Route's going down there, which is excellent. This side is looking very precarious, though. It's looking very dicey. Especially since I have no way of protecting these grenade launchers, so they're just going to get routed. Yeah, that sucks. All right, so we do get a mass rout here on the Norscan side, though, so they're going to lose that side point, and very, very close on score here. And yeah, grenade launchers need to run away, run away, run away. Just kind of see if we can get a little bit of micro value there. But yeah, the Norscan infantry are going to just butcher us on that side. But we do manage to win this point, which is good. So maybe France can do something. I'm not sure. Like taking a man-tide towards the middle. But the problem is he's up in value. However, I do have healing. So that's something to consider as well. Let's see if we could just like kind of keep cheesing these guys away. Like Wulfric, I think he probably... Did he unsummon Wulfric? Maybe. He might have unsummoned it to just like resummon it. Which would be pretty interesting. All right, let's go get Franz. Let's go here. Get these state troopers to just kind of keep chasing these condom wolves off. You guys stay here. And yeah, the state troopers are on the way. Knights of the Blazing Sun will be pretty clutch here if we can afford them. Yeah, soon. We could also go Sunmaker, but I don't know if we have enough time for that. I don't know if we have enough time. Grenades got caught by the wolves. I don't have too many cheap cavalry, so that's a bit of a problem. All right, so let's go after the trolls. Yes, and the Sigmar's Sun should deal with the condom wolves. I don't think we have time to wait, so we're going to call in these Knights of the Blazing Sun and hopefully get some routes here. All right, so let's pop this. That'll give leadership and melee attack. What are these? These are champions? Ooh, those are champions. All right, so we just pull back. We don't want to engage the champions. We want Franz to come and smash them, actually. Use the Knights of the Blazing Sun to try and run them over. All right, Franz needs to be in control group 1 now. There we go. Okay, he might have thrown here. Might have thrown. I mean, I don't know. I still think he's ahead, but yeah, letting Franz take this kind of damage is not acceptable because he's got all those trolls in there and shit. Yeah, and we can't get away from the trolls. I'm like trying to find a little opening here. All right, let's go see if we can salvage Franz actually. Come on, Franz. He's looking like he's in some danger. I think this is the straw that breaks the back here. All right, let's go after this. Let's go here. Get Marauder Champions fighting, whatever. We got to do what we got to do. The healing is there for us, you know, but I think we need to summon more heavy cavalry and just... The cav should be good. Come on, Franz. Prince and Emperor, baby. Let's go. All right, so he's got a lot. Plus, Wulfric is also there with, like, these javelins, which is quite disruptive. Sigmar's Sons are doing good. Knights of the Blazing Sun should be trading reasonably well into all these. Let's move you guys in. Franz, big Franz. Knights of the Blazing Sun, come in. How are they doing? So they're mowing through a lot of stuff, and we do have the spears there, which are causing a little bit of a nice screen. So let's go jump down here, see what we can do. Yeah, he's pulled the points lead, though. This has been a good game. It's been a really good game. A couple little engagements. We were up in value at one point. Which is pretty normal for the Empire, though, I guess. Yeah, usually. Well, I often feel like I'm playing from behind, but yeah, Franz will help here. We have Knights of the Blazing Sun to come and reinforce. That's going to be a full sandwich there, so those state troopers are going to fold pretty quickly. And we can come back over here, actually, and see if we can do a little cheeky play. All right, let's get some free company, move up. And Franz just kind of pulls back and see if we can maybe resecure this point somehow. I think we can ninja the far side point. I almost am like, a Sunmaker would be nice. To be fair, though, our Sunmaker did get to do its full business. Like, it did get the full damage. All right, so pulling back. Unfortunately, those cavalry were swarmed, and we're going to get a freebie here. I don't think he's watching. Is he watching? He is watching. Okay. Let's come this way. And what can we possibly do to form ranks here? We basically don't have any like line troopers left. These free company are going to come back. Let's go ahead and turn, take the charge. That's going to be good for us. That'll definitely favor us over here, especially with France coming in. And cool. So we flip that side point. Yeah, Dwellers would be good, but you know, if you go with the France type build, Boris is probably the safer bet because he just heals himself, so I don't need to like, you know, be as cheeky with all this stuff here. Let's get some free company in here and just start blasting these horsemen down. Yeah, and you can see the Knights of the Blazing Sun trade well into a lot of these different kind of units. We get some nice shots there, which feels good. Let's get you heavy cav coming under. Franz is going to be dodging and juking and stuff. All right, so we got that side point, which is outstanding. Got some heavy cav on their way in. Franz, we need you to hold, buddy. I should have popped the Rune Fang to keep his leadership stable. That would have been a play. Yeah, he's ahead on value, and with healing being taken into account, it's like closer, but I don't know if it's enough. Come on, Knights of the Blazing Sun. The Prince and Emperor unfortunately has routed. And how are we looking here? Yes, Flagellants. Sigmar. Quick, give Franz a bound flamestorm ability. Yes, I would love that. Right now, I don't think that would even save me. I would need some divine intervention from Sigmar. Would have to like teleport down from the heavens and smite these Norskins himself with a giant Warhammer for us to win this. All right, Flagellants, keep going. Yeah, that's it. GG. Very, very well played game. That was a good competitive scrap. GG, well played. Great match by Houseplant there. I felt like I was in it. I felt like we were in it. I think we made some misplays of playing his other side. So we sent the like stuff to go ninja his backside. And despite the fact that we did get the backside, I think that ended up hurting us in the end because of the fact that those units just got massacred over there, and it kind of gave up our momentum and our value lead. Yeah, that was the problem. I think that game was winnable if we just consolidate our forces and keep pushing the middle instead of playing that side point like we did. I don't think that was smart. Send the Stormcast, yeah. Send it. Let me say GG to him. GG, well played. All right, so let's see how far we are in the match. That was a reasonably quick match. So if we win the next one, we have a good chance of getting to the grand finals, but we would have to win the next match. So currently we have 2 wins, but we have an incredibly strong tiebreaker because of Houseplant. Since he's probably going to go undefeated and he's our opponent, that gives us a good chance of advancing. I actually meant to have the Jade Wizard as my lord, yeah, because, you know, and I have no intention of unsummoning the Jade Wizard. I just, having Franz as your lord is with the current conditions, it's a little bit dangerous, but Franz counters Wulfric very well. You saw him hammering Wulfric down. I wonder how the value looked for us. Let's look. Sunmaker was okay. You know, maybe you can do without Sunmaker there. I don't know. Knights of the Blazing Suns are like Giga Chads. They're super good. 1700, 2700. They're so good in that matchup. Even with the Armored Skin Wolves, usually lose to them, in my experience. If you get good charges, it really depends on the charges. Demi's underperformed. I think it was the Buna. I think he Buna'd them. Yeah, Buna's really strong. Franz did okay at 1600. Not too bad. Marcus isn't really viable here. You know, if you go Marcus, Wulfric just kills him. So you need either Boris or Franz. Volkmar is too liable too. He gets pinned by Skin Wolves and gets killed by Wulfric. So yes. Hadri says, I got to shoot Slanesh on a bunch. This map, very land battle. Yeah, feels like it for sure. Yeah, the Shaman Sorcerer. Well, this was an unsummoned Sorcerer, I think. I don't know how it took damage. He must have accidentally resummoned it, which is funny. But this was his real caster, and then he has Wulfric in reserve. Yeah. Then what else do we got? We got all the goodies. I think Wulfric, did Wulfric get unsummoned at some point? I didn't see him. I guess it's hard when they don't have their proper flag. Yeah, it's a good army. Armored Skin Wolves have always been one of the main staples in death magic against Empire, right? You Buna down their high-value targets, grenades and knights, and then you just use your Armored Skin Wolves to grind and rally and come back, and it's very good. Yeah, Franz is good there, though. He's fun. Boris is probably the safer bet. So then you can bring better magic. You can bring like Burning Head and just roast the Norscan Berserkers. I think that's probably your best bet. All right, let's see how we're looking in the round. Yeah, Todd's really good. What would let's like theorycraft a little bit. What would we do if we were in like, well, we'll jump out of his lobby so he can get his next opponent in there if time runs over. So Norsca, Toddy has always kind of been my go-to because he also beats Wulfric. So you could probably cut the White Cloak of Ulrich. I did like the Flagellant Sigmar Sun front line. I thought that was pretty like respectable against the basic Norscan Marauders. Sunmaker is an interesting one. I think Wagons could have been really good there. Like I normally go Wagon spam against them because like Wagons counter Armored Skin Wolves and also counter Horsemen. You could do something like this, like, and then bring a well, yeah, and then you would bring what, like a Burning Headcaster on horse. I don't know. I feel like the Wagons would be really good on a big mobile map like that. I feel like they could be very punishing. You want Fireball for any reason? You could use it to snipe like the Shaman Sorcerer or something if he gets like caught in the open. Yeah, so you could like have that be your opening build, and then Knights of the Blazing Chad in reserve. Maybe like 3 of those. Like honestly, like yeah, why do we even need demis in this matchup? It's gonna get changed soon if I'm not mistaken. Breaks Kid, yeah, they're just gonna change that. So, and then we just throw like a Wild Spear in the back. I think we throw a 4th Wagon in reserve. Zitler's Reichsguard are nice, but Knights of the Blazing Sun with Kindle Flame synergy are going to be pretty sweet. I think having Free Company Militia as your Vanguard choice is a pretty good option. And then you would need grenades. Probably just grenades all day. That's probably what I did wrong. More grenades too. It's good to play people who are stronger than you though, because it teaches you a good lesson. I felt like I had troops, but they just got butchered by the Norscan troops. I think something like this would be much better. Yeah, that feels like an exponentially better build against Norsca. Right, so let's see. What's it going to be? St. Box, hype for the tournament. Been watching you since Warhammer 2, and now I'm in veterinary school. Congratulations, helping all the fluffy animals of the world. My wife and I already like you. Thanks for the hours of great content. You're the best. Right back at you, and thank you, and good luck in veterinary school. Keep up the good work. 1 game left. 1 game to rule them all. 1 game to bind them. If we take a look over here, we can see Canes and Alls. Somebody dropped. I don't know who it was. Was it Subutai? No, Subutai's playing. He's currently undefeated, if I'm not mistaken, with his beloved Skaven. So I would have to win the next one to have a chance of going to the grand finals, which I wouldn't mind just casting either. My hands do hurt a little bit, so that would be certainly welcome. Damn arthritis, the diabetes. So I don't have diabetes, but yeah, it's just arthritis. You guys remember Wilford Brimley? Some old school stuff there. He was in a couple episodes of Walker, Texas Ranger, actually. Yeah. In the eyes of a ranger. How many of you guys in chat, how many of you Chads in chat can sing the Walker, Texas Ranger song from heart? I know there's at least a couple of you lurking in the darkness who know it. Ulrika probably isn't good enough, yeah. I don't. She's only really good on Kislev because she gives them a different Lore of Magic option. She's very expensive. Yeah. In the eyes of the ranger. Yeah, you guys know it. Hands of the Gods? Yeah, didn't Hand of the Gods get nerfed? I feel like it used to be so good at sniping, but yeah. It got nerfed down, I think, a while back. Krokar is still not a bad choice. I really like Lizardmen. I really like them. They're very fun. Hey, we got Creator Debater. All right, let's get our opponent in here. Let's have some fun. Sons of Sigmar. Let's see if we can close it out with a W. Got another strong opponent. And the map is going to be, what is the map for this one? Black Ark, hey, old school classic. One of the few good maps CA. It's one of the few bones that Creative Assembly has thrown multiplayer is the Black Ark. All right, here we are. You know it? See, I knew somebody in chat would know. Hadries knows it. You still watch it? Are you talking about the remake? I didn't watch the remake. It feels pointless to watch without Chuck Norris. Yeah. Old Liver Rivers. I feel like he became a vet to keep. Oh my god, dude! Shout out to your dog Poppins. I love it, man. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it, man. Time for some fat comments. I don't know what my opponent's playing. He's not playing Chaos Dwarfs because they're banned tonight. Oh god, not the Dwarfs! No, not the Dwarfs. Oh no, not the Dawi. Oh, Sigma, preserve us. All right, you know what? We're just going to have some fun. I think I have a conspiracy theory that might work here, and we're going to try and make it work. When the eyes of the ranger are upon you. All right, let's get this. Yes, good, Anakin, good. Good. Let the hate flow. Why do you guys want me to suffer? Do you want me to just get wrecked by the dwarves and just lose horribly? Because that's probably what's going to happen. It's I don't see this one going well. If he knows his dwarves, that is. There's a chance he might not know the schemes. When the eyes of the ranger are upon you, everything you do he's gonna see. When you're in Texas, look behind you. Because that's where the ranger's gonna be. Oh my god, it's so creepy. If you like sing it out loud, you're like, that's kind of creepy. Yeah, Wookiee's still around. Don't worry. We'll get Wookiee here. Hold on. Is he still here? There we go. Wookiee can join. It can be like a... Hold on. I'm trying to like select the Wookiee art and resize it, but I can't quite. I'll take care of it off stream. Turin just played everyone. I know, Pone. Pone and I are just playing the same opponents. It's good fun. Tis good fun indeed. All right, so let's get a couple of you guys. Flagellance against dwarves does not feel very good. Okay. Shit's gonna get wild, man. It's gonna get wild. Let's got you and you. Yeah, we definitely need that. War wagons are kind of an interesting option here too. They're fun. There's some neat choices. Blasting charges suck pretty bad. They definitely wreck you in the face if you're not careful. And yeah, I think we just max out on these guys now, and then yeah, you're there. We got you. We got you. Get another one of these. And another one of those. Man, this is going to be a wild game. It's going to be a wild-ass game, guys. Hope you're ready for it. Okay, so I think we're okay. I feel like these units are situationally pretty useful here, but we probably just want to get more of a man-tide going. Yeah, no, I think let's stick to our guns. Let's go with our initial conspiracy theory. All right, where can I pour this last 100 points that I have? Do I have any cool spells I can cast? Ooh, yes. Ready when you are. Ready when you are. Send forth the battle pug. He's here, dude. Yeah, make Wookiee an icon. That's exactly what I was going to do. Make Wookiee the little small avatar in the corner. Man, it's like I can't resize it right now. Hold on. Well, there he is. Okay, Wookiee will find a way. Mortar and cannon? You think it's going to be mortars and cannons, do ya? It is going to be Balthazar Gelt and his renowned double witch hunter. known across. I was one of the OGs of that build. I created it in the haggard days of Warhammer 2. Back when Final Transmutation did a lot of damage and Accusation on Witch Hunters actually did damage. It was basically like Spirit Leech. Oh my god, that was pure filth. I have one or two great swords, but they're in reserve. Yeah, you guys are gonna see. Yeah, we won 2 matches. We beat 2 players, 2 Tomb Kings players, and we lost to a Norscan player. We lost to Houseplant, top player in the world. So it was a good game. It was a good game. He's so hard to beat. He's so hard to beat, man. All right, so here's the build, more or less. We have the Sunmaker, we have another one, and another one, all right? Just like this. We got double Witch Hunter, who are going to go up and party. We got Balthazar Gelt. And then we have a line of our own handgunners, which we're going to put in loose formation so they don't get killed by enemy artillery. And we'll put a couple of state troopers behind them just to support and like deal with slayers and things like that. Okay. Yes. And then we got this. Welcome to Astalia, gentlemen. I will not lie. The chances of the dwarf survival is small. Oh, sorry guys. I was like getting all excited. I was gonna cast that whole game with you guys watching the screen blocker. I was gonna go back to the days of old. So this would be 4, this one would be 5, and this one would be 6. All right. Sigma, preserve us. We're gonna just accuse the dwarves of some heresy here. It's my favorite time. It's heresy time. This is like the most cursed matchup for the Empire, but the Black Ark is a good map for me. I actually have a good chances here, I would say. Not good chances, but assuming he's, of equal skill, it's probably like a 60-40. Maybe 70-30. Yeah, 65-35, I would say. I can see this going well. You, Hadries, you just need a little bit of faith. So he made the fatal mistake of trying to trade Dwarven artillery with Empire artillery. It is the forbidden art. Let's move up, and yep, and then we got the Witch Hunters going. So basically, we just kind of chill back with Gelt, and what we could do is we could just send some, we could send a little something to grab that low ground objective. As a matter of fact, probably just sending like a handgunner isn't a bad idea, right? Because like if he comes in with a miner, we could just blast him in the face. Oh, Sigmar is gonna just absolutely punish this Dwarven artillery. Like this is gonna be just Gotham's Reckoning, I think. All right, so let's get the Witch Hunters moving up, and the rest of the troopers. Cannons should start shooting in a second. Because we have the range advantage, I think. Yeah, we have 480 to their 440. Let's see if he wants to shoot Gelt. Yeah, okay, he's shooting Gelt, which is good. He's taking the bait. Yes, Balthazar, yes. 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 Spin. Spin to win. All right, so here it comes. Let there be a reckoning. The ancestors will not sing songs of what's about to happen here. That's for damn sure. Okay. Is he shooting the Witch Hunters? Holy shit, okay. In my experience, this goes very well for the Empire, this particular situation. We could take some great swords to the low ground. I'm thinking of saving up for some great swords to push. Yeah, and just get them kind of up here. All right, let's go get your boy in there and start dropping some Searing Doom. We got to watch out, though. He's got some Thunders over there, so. We got the Witch Hunters moving up. Yeah, you can see it's starting to saturate in. We can go ahead and do a little bit of damage. Once they sit still, I'll drop some serious love on them. So let's see if we can just focus down one. And now we can go ahead and do this. Yes, good. Balthazar Gelt cackling on his mighty steed, Quicksilver. Can't really dodge that with the dwarves terribly well. He's trying to snipe the Sunmaker, which is smart. Clever, clever. So we pull back and just kind of keep securing our artillery advantage, and we should be able to get the side, no problem. Let's pull some halberds up and just get all the boys coming. We almost got the crew offline. Yes. We just have the one spell, yeah, you know what it is. My brain is just fried. Okay. So now we just kill his other cannon. And if he wants to... Oh, did he come into the gyrocopter? Oh, those Witch Hunters are going to just get their pistols out so hard for that thing. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get you guys set up like so. All right, so they're both offline now. So now we just start massacring his Thunderers here. Thankfully, this is a matchup I have practiced a lot. I've spent many a long hours trying to figure out how to win this matchup, and this has like been probably the closest kind of formula here. Okay, so the gyrocopters are coming in, but I have a lot of handgunners, right? So it's not going to go super well. And we can get our 2 handgunners and start focusing them down. And then we can use the dreaded Searing Doom to just pop them in the face. All right, so we're back. And oh, let there be a reckoning. I'm sorry, dwarves, but not for me. All right, so the guns are shooting. We're getting some big bombardments. Oh god, this is going to be such good value here. Is he killing my Sunmaker with something? What is he shooting it with? I'm not sure. All right, so we got the gyrocopter in there. So let's just blast that thing in the face. The witch hunters are doing some good work, and moving into range of the guns here, so we can get ready to go. We're pretty well ahead on value, I would say. Yeah, nice. The gyro's down for the count. Sunmaker is broken, but it's lost but not forgotten. All right, great swords. Is it time? Is it time for a reckoning? I think so. So let's shoot here. Let's concave you down there a little bit. Balthazar Gelt's going to drop some fat payloads right on the head of those units. Witch Hunter is actually doing some work. And do we have any halberds coming up? We do. Excellent. All right, so yeah, his guns are offline for the most part. So now we can get the Chad swords that come up. We need to pull you guys back and get the Witch Hunters in melee here versus these guys. Pull you back, get you guys shooting here. And do we have any halberds of sorts? We do have just some basic swordsmen. Okay. It's going to have to do. Great swords at the ready. Yep, that gyrocopter got hammered. Balthazar Gelt can go chase it also. So we use the Witch Hunters to screw up the blasting charges, although my opponent has good micro, so he actually just gets it anyways. So halberds moving up. Yeah, we're eating the blasting charges. It's the unfortunate part of this matchup, so we got to just take it like a champ. So now what we do is we get a Lance Demi, and the Lance Demis can clean up any overextending units, basically. All right, so we need to take down the Dwarven range tools. That's like 100% the play here. The Chad swords and the Witch Hunters just kind of grinding where they can. Let's send halberds in to fight. Pull these guns back and let those guys fight. We got more great swords on their way up, more Chad swords. And Balthazar Gelt has been able to distract those Longbeards, at which point we can cast down a Searing Doom on them, which will do some solid damage. Yeah, we're definitely ahead here, but you know, it's never over with the dwarves. They are very resilient folk. Let's pull the Witch Hunters back. Get you guys, unfortunately, oh yeah, he's able to do this. Let's go stuff those guys. Pull these guns back. Shoot into the corner. Oh, he actually vanguarded some Rangers. Yeah, that's a good target for us. All right, blast them down. Balthazar's doing good. Demis with Lances will make quick work of these, and let's go ahead and turn around and finish that thing off. You can see how even though it seems as if we're ahead, the dwarves just like, they always kind of find a way. You know, they always find a way. It's very, very stressful. All right, let's shoot. And Demi Lances will punish pretty hard. Our Sunmaker crew actually came back. Okay, I could have done that a lot earlier. So let's go here. Let's go here. We have another gyrocopter coming in, and do we have any more guns back here? It looks like we do not at the moment. Okay, so these guns came back, which is very nice. So hopefully we can punish those gyros. So we're pushed off the points, which is very stressful. Balthazar Gelt and company here, making pretty quick work of these. And what is that? Is it cannon? Okay, we got cannons back online, and we also have the Goblobber. We need to finish those. That's a mistake that I didn't. That is certainly a mistake. So the gyrocopter that dove in the backfield is getting the business, but he's also giving us the business to an extent. Let's get some Empire Heavy Cavalry. Call them up, and State Troopers, yes, go. Looks like those guys are running for the hills, so we need to go shut them down. Those Demis are taking a long time to kill those targets. All right, great swords, keep going. Show them the business. Let's see what we can do. Let's move in here, get the Witch Hunters to just kind of move and shoot. And we need to just drop this for a second, run away, get some State Troopers to go kind of occupy them. And the Chad Longbeards, man, they're a problem, man. They are a serious problem. All right, so we got to pull you guys back, and now what we need to do is pull in some Empire Knights to run up and salvage this objective to make sure we don't lose it. God damn, those Longbeards are just not going, dude. They're not going quietly into the night. All right, let's get the Greatsword into this blob. Warriors of Dragonfire Pass are doing good. We did manage to get the crew away, and the gyrocopter in the back is getting shot to pieces, which is nice. Why is that unit? They're like full health. All right, let's get into the backfields. He's catching up on value for sure. Those guys should be able to clean it up. All right, let's get back on the point here. Sunmaker's back online, so let's just start, doing whatever damage we can. Send the Witch Hunters in. Balthazar Gelt needs to get back up in the sky. Drop a little Searing Doom right there. And we did get on top of those guys. And those Demis with Lances, they just can't kill those Longbeards. Jesus. It's insane. Some wild shit. All right, let's blast you. That's Dwarves for you, man. They're tough as hell, tough as nails. And do we have anything out of Vanguard? Yeah, just like some grenade launchers. All right, let's see if we can grenade launch these guys. So Great Swords are trying their best. We do get back there, and this objective should be ours with the once we find these Rangers. Yeah, the Rangers are going to get karate chopped. Let's pop this. We have the old Sunmaker going hard. Dwarf warriors on their way up. Witch Hunter's doing great. Come on, grenades, finish him. Finish him off. Great swords fighting on the point. We need to wrestle this one back, so maybe some basic state troopers. Oh, come on, Balthazar. I feel like the Witch Hunters are actually doing quite well. Let's actually go pressure back here with the Witch Hunters and see if we could use them as a bit of a distraction. These are Dwarf warriors, so let's get around the top with these. That Ranger pick is quite massive, actually. The fact that we just picked those guys off is really, really big. And now we can get some of you guys to come down and bolster this. All right, so Balthazar and company looking pretty good. We got demis with lances. Witch Hunters are going to go run up and cause some havoc, and grenade launchers did the job. Perfect. Let's start shooting these guys. Great swords actually being kind of great, not being terrible. That's for sure. Move up, move up. Swordsman can keep chasing. Let's get these state troopers coming to party, and yeah, hopefully those slayers, if we could just kind of like lure them through the fire and brimstone a little bit, that'd be really nice. All right, so what do we have to shoot? It looks like there's some rangers back there. Oh no, don't want to lose these grenades. I sure need them. Great swords back up on the point. The dwarves do have a nice stuff on us. And these demis, what are they attacking at the moment? Yeah, those are dwarves. Those are some angry Dowie. Let's take advantage of their lack of mobility and just kind of bounce over here and see what we can do. Witch Hunters are actually potentially going to steal the point. Let's get them with their pistols and get some fat shots here. We can't just get this objective from him. The dwarves are just so resilient. All right, so grenades, and let's get you moving up to shoot that Rune Lord. Oh, I just got blasting charged in the face. All right, so handgunners, yes. Let's pull in these giants, run you. Get this. What can I call in here that's useful? Probably grenade launchers against slayers is a good choice. Yeah, they're not very good against those type of things. So the Witch Hunters are putting a lot of pressure on this back point and just kind of incrementally picking things off. Let's get the demis to move over there, the lance demis. And that Rune Lord is on foot, so he's starting to falter on this point. Let's go ahead and shoot this character if we can. Get the state troopers up. I think we're in good shape. I think we're in good shape here. Yeah, he's got gyros coming. Yeah, state troopers, go. Get the dreaded sandwich. And, okay, he's turning around, so now we can blast this gyrocopter in the face. Get the state troopers going, and, yeah, we can cycle charging into those slayers and dropping some Searing Doom on them. All right, so, yeah, the Witch Hunters are actually being pretty chad. They're kind of tough to deal with, it would seem. Let's get some halberds. Unfortunately, I summoned them down here, so I guess that's where they're going. And the gyros did get a nice bombardment on us. Let's pull back, and Balthazar Gelt can actually pop a Searing Doom right there and just need to hold them in place a little bit longer. What dwarves are here? All right, so we got some rangers. Perfect. Dude, look at these Witch Hunters. They're just doing so good. The Forbidden Witch Hunter meta is upon us. And Gelt can actually deal with the gyros, which is nice, and grenade launches should be able to deal with the rest of them. All right, great swords. Let's move up. I think we got to put the pressure on the dwarves. Let's get the guns going. We probably unsummon you. Yeah, I think we got to do some housekeeping to make sure I don't run out of units. Dude, these Witch Hunters are just causing a ton of disruption back here with their pistols. Yeah, we got these slayers dragged down. They shouldn't be too much of an issue at this point. Balthazar Gelt! Look at him! No mercy being shown. No mercy being shown. All right, so grenades on rangers. Yes. Why not? Pull the grenade launchers back. We got some heavy cab chasing. Witch Hunters just giga cackling over there as we need to get on these Ulthar Raiders. Let's get on them. Unsummon the Sunmaker. I honestly think resummoning the Sunmaker would be a very strong play. And it looks like he's sending some stuff down here. So what we can do to really just laugh it up is call in an artillery piece and just start nuking those guys down there. I think that's going to be pretty brutal. Witch Hunters in the meantime, yeah, he's got some gyros coming in, so we're going to need some guns. And guns and Gelt should be able to kind of protect against that, right? So let's pull back, get these Empire Heavy Cav to go jump into those. Balthazar Gelt can go hunting. And grenade launch here, snipe that character. And yeah, these damn dwarves, man, they're not going quietly into the night. So let's reinforce. Reinforcing on the bottom with greatsword seems like a good idea, actually. And Balthazar Gelt able to finish that gyrocopter off. We have the grenades ready to serve. All right, so let's go get on this gyro and get our other guns lined up to start shooting them. Yeah, Gelt's doing some work, man. He's causing a lot of disruption. I'm not going to overcast this because I don't want Gelt to take damage. Ooh, that grenade volley did work. Nice. All right. So how are we looking up on the high ground? We got Ulthar's Raiders. Let's get out of range of those bad boys. We might need to summon in some more troops. The high ground's looking a little bit flimsy now, so let's just get some cheap troopers there to kind of help deal with that if possible. Outstanding, and we'll grenade launch them again. Balthazar Gelt, the hunter of gyrocopters. Gyrocopters, when they go to bed at night, they dream of Balthazar Gelt terrorizing them. And dude, the Witch Hunters are doing good, man. They're holding things at bay. But yeah, I blundered there. There's no reason for them to get caught. Although this one's out of ammo, so you know, whatever, it's fine. Let's get in there, go chase, pull you guys back. We got some blasting charges coming in, and we do have the other artillery piece on the low ground, which should be able to feasibly shut down dwarf aggression down here. But we're gonna keep a fair amount of tools. What are these? Goilers? Those are rangers. Okay. Keep chasing the gyro. You guys form ranks. The Dowie, just when you think they're done, they emerge and they're back with a vengeance. We need more handgunners because he clearly likes to use his gyros to chase my sensitive spots in my army. So let's get some more guns moving up. All right, you guys go fight here. Balthazar Gelt's still hunting. He could be luring me into some sort of a gun line situation, so I don't want to mess with that. Let's move these rangers up and get the gun shooting as well. Pull back. I need to see where his rangers are. This is a very, very stressful game. Did he just say short? Short! Yeah, no, we did not. We would never say such a thing to our proud Dowie brothers. I think the low ground's like pretty secure, so I think we just save up for Sunmaker and there's Cackle all the way to the bank again. Let's get you guys back. We have the grenades here. We can go grenade launch those guys. The Witch Hunters just being absolute chads. And move up. And keep you guys back. Get the great swords moving up. And we can move this artillery piece right here. So it can cover both low ground and high ground. Positioning with the artillery there is going to be pretty good. All right, so what do we got? We got another gun unit coming out. Need to just go chase that gyro because I literally have nothing to shoot it with. And grenades are doing good. Let's get our artillery piece to start shooting at these rangers. There we go. Get the great swords moving up. And do I want lance demis as like a sweeper unit? I think like a one lance demi or empire, probably lance. Are those are just rangers? So I think empire knights will be enough. So we're gonna call some empire knights in the low ground to deal with that pressure. I'm feeling pretty comfortable though at this point. He's gonna have to really work for it to wrestle me off these points. So let's come down here and get these grenades moving. And unfortunately, the great swords need to pull back. Let's get the state troopers in, and you guys just keep blasting. Let's get Balthazar Gelt down there. We have a little bit of a standoff here. Could I win this fight? I feel like I could. So we're gonna push up actually and get back on the crew here. Oh, it looks like it's out of ammo. Okay. So let's get the demi lances up. Gelt can come try and stabilize this point here, make sure things don't get too crazy. A lot of rangers being spammed. Clearly this man knows how to play his dwarfs. And we might have to make a play for the high ground, which I think we can get from the dwarves here. They don't have appear to have too much vanguard. Yeah, so we'll just let these greatswords hold for as long as possible here. Man, no, that's not cost effective at all. Yeah, we're gonna have to take the high ground here, guys. We're gonna have to take the high ground, which I think we can do. He's doing some sort of rune of something or other. And Balthazar Gelt's gonna do it. And there we go, blasting charges coming in. All right, boys, we have our work cut out for us. Let's get these lance demis up. Let's get these pistols going. The greatswords can just go fight on the point for as long as possible while we just shell these dwarves. And if we can just get the top point, we have time, you know. It's not like we're in a huge time crunch or anything. Let's get the lance demis there. Nice dodge on my opponent's part. And I wish Balthazar could just go in and, you know, absolutely hammer those guys, but it's not the case. Didn't I have some greatswords here? Where are they? Didn't I have a healthy unit of greatswords? Not besides those ones? No, I guess that was only one. Wow. All right then. So Witch Hunter's doing it. We're up on the point. We're for sure going to take this. The only thing that can really make a difference is going to be cavalry at this point. So we just need fast cav to grab these points. And you know, the dwarves, if they want to sit on this, we could just shell them with the dreaded artillery on the low ground. All right, so let's do this. Heavy cavalry are on the way in. Let's call in some more Empire Knights of Sigmar. Witch Hunter's doing work. He's battling that dwarven hero. See if Balthazar Gelt can get the job done. He might be able to do something here, although his lord's probably going to die. His lord is probably going to die here. So let's charge into the back of these. And we got the gun shooting. Very good. Shoot at these dwarf warriors. Get the capture. We need to get the capture here. He's got slayers coming in, which is a little bit problematic. Okay, the dwarf lord is getting ready to fall, which is not something you hear terribly often, but it can happen. It is a conspiracy that does eventually come true. Okay, Gelt's doing good. It looks like his lord's in trouble. Let's go get Big Man to jump on that. And unfortunately back here, we do have some of these guys. Let's go run down these dwarves. He's going to have to triple cap us, I think. Dude, Gelt has just been an absolute unit this game, man. All right, let's get the demis back. We did get the point, right? We did, yeah. We got the point. Great. So we just pull back now, and we can win on a single cap. So we just pull back and defend our point, essentially. All right, let's go send you up for a little bit of scouting. Call in some great swords. Not that they're super amazing, but they certainly do their best. And yeah, so I'm very certain we went on one. Although that would be very unfortunate if I didn't. So we could go down to the low ground. He's got mostly just what's it called down there, archers and stuff. So we could probably sweep it, as a matter of fact. And I think we have great swords coming up to the point. Yeah, we do. We can get some troopers back. Get some troopers here. Get Gelt coming down this way, and we could just pressure the low ground objective now with we have 3 fully erect cav units. Right, so we just go there, get you guys coming, form ranks here, get Gelt, and go for the low ground, which has artillery support, which is outstanding. And yeah, this point will be ours probably. I don't think he has slayers down there or anything. All right, so let's get up here. We got the gyros coming to help out, and grenades. We could probably, you know what? A couple grenades is still useful, even at this point. Shoot you. Let's get Gelt to move in. This guy loves his gyros, man. This guy's the lord of gyrocopters. All right, and we'll take one of you guys around the side to go for that. And just in case the game does go long, we can send up another unit here. I don't think he's going to have enough time. The dwarves are too slow to get here and grab these objectives, so the heavy cavalry are just going to sweep them like hard, especially when we get around the back. So we're going to do a little bit of a flank. Yep, looks good. Balthazar Gelt taking down the old beast. Free Company Militia would have been nice too, I think. Yeah, they would have been a good pick here. All right, so at this point, looking good for us. We swept one unit off. Let's get these Empire Cav around the back. We're up heavily on value, so if the battle were to keep going perpetually, we would just straight up probably run them off the table. Because this cavalry just sweeping that position is too strong. The Dowie Halberds and Age of Wonders laughed. Yeah. GG, well played. Oh man, that was a sweaty game, but we managed to get a W against Dwarves, which is very hard to do. So, yeah, 3,100 value. Granted, that thing did get summoned twice. I honestly think the Witch Hunters were legitimately like a big piece of our win condition. Also, the map. That map is like essential because it's like perfectly lane focused, where like our artillery build can shine. Great swords were, whatever. They're okay. GG, well played. That was a scrappy old match. All right, so let's see how we're looking. Let's go report the score on Total Tavern, and we can prepare for the next game. Yeah, that was a game. That was a real battle out there. Short. Looks like he already reported it. Man, that was fast. Okay. So we're currently in the top 4. I think if FPOD wins, he could potentially challenge because his tiebreakers. No, I don't think he can. Okay. So it looks like we're in the top 4. I think we have to play Houseplant again, which is pretty funny. Oh my god. Round 2, fight. It's, yeah, because if we look at the tiebreakers now, let's see. Yeah, so, oh no, Blood Penguin and Outer Region are still playing. Never mind. Okay, I'm not going to be in the top 4. It depends. If Blood Penguin wins, because my tiebreakers aren't that strong. I did go 3-1, which is good, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of people with 3 wins. Houseplant lost the game? No, he's still playing Subutai. Okay. No, I don't think there's any way, because the tiebreakers, how is Outer Region's tiebreaker so good? Holy shit, who did he play? So, looks like the people I played didn't win too many outside of Houseplant. So Outer Region played Creator, Debater, and then Hadries. So he played against the Creator, who we just played, and then he played against Hadries, who's undefeated. Yeah, that's really strong. So yeah, we'll have to see how it all unfolds. Should be fun. Thorgrim, huh? Yeah, Thorgrim could be good. It was a good night of games. I'm very happy with how we performed tonight. Like, we played 3 strong players, got some solid wins, had a really contested match versus a top player, and yeah, it was good. Yeah, time for the wrist mobility stretches. Thank you. Yes, good reminder. Yeah, I'm going to do some wrist stretches. So we'll be casting the semis and the grand finals and going from there. It's just 2 more games. Yeah, 2 more games. The good times are back, man. Thank you guys all for joining tonight. It's a pleasure hanging out. I had a donation during the game. Prime Gaming is giving away... for anyone that doesn't check in regular. Good tourney. This has been really fun. Hey, I'm glad you've been enjoying it. It has been a fun event tonight. I do the shift click pathing. It's not the most effective way, but if you think your micro is going to lapse, like I like to reassess like the charges very often. So yeah, I do it against the AI, like in campaigns when I used to play them and stuff like that. Yeah, you're saying you like the Witch Hunters. Yeah, the Witch Hunters are really underrated because they have let me show you guys real quick. Like Witch Hunters, I think in a couple matchups, like versus Chaos and Nurgle and some different things, I feel as if Witch Hunters have some solid teeth. Let me show you. So double Witch Hunter. Okay, right. And then let's just get some like, Nurgle chosen or something. It's just like all this Nurgle, these Nurgle guys are casters, so I have to get rid of their ability so they don't screw up the test. Let's get some Nurgle chosen. Yeah, whatever, with these, right? And load in. Yeah, Gelt he's good against dwarves. Like when they bunch up, you can get some good value and just spam those cheap spells. He only costs like 1,100 or something, Balthazar Gelt, so it's I would say pretty good. Yeah, it's like very cheap. Okay, how's it looking? What's it gonna be? So Blood Penguin and Outer Region still playing. Some of the brackets being reshuffled. Yeah, okay, so they're just being reshuffled there. Outer Region's still in there. I could go and reset those for him so they don't show the... Yeah, I'm just going to help him with a little bit of admin stuff real quick. Do you ever use... Yeah, I don't use that too much. Do not use the shift click, man. Nope, nope, nope. What kind of culture do you guys want to see tomorrow in Age of Wonders, by the way? Like, I'm not sure of what to play. Not sure of what to play. I'm addicted to the dark culture. It's my favorite. I think it's one of the stronger ones. But industry just seems to be the worst culture. Every time I played industry in multiplayer, it's typically a loss, right? So Witch Hunters have, I feel like they should have Vanguard deployment. That'd be really cool. But they have like piercing shots, right? So if you're playing against like a heavily armored faction as the Empire, and you're worried about like, I don't know, and even still their single target damage isn't bad. They do magic damage against demons also, right? So let's move in. And you can see they kind of have these like piercing shots, right? And they have 360 MLG shooting. So you can see like if you're just like kiting like heavy duty units and they 360 shoot, like this is pretty cost effective, right? Like just moving and shooting and just blasting these guys. And I'm not even using accusation, but this is just 2 like 500 gold witch hunters. And look at the amount of damage they can do on the run. It's very, very good. Oh, I tried the mirror copy spells. Astral and Dark are probably the strongest late game techs. Like, if you let somebody get to late game with Astral and you're not playing Astral, you're going to lose. If you're playing a decent player. Unless you're really ahead in other ways, like maybe like you have like a bunch of armies and they're kind of like financially strained, but you see what I'm saying? Like that, the gunshots on Witch Hunters are actually very good. I think they're underrated, but the problem is the reason you don't see them more for the Empire is because the only time you can really bring double Witch Hunters with Gelt. And if they add like an Elspeth von Draken or like some sort of a Mage Lord for the Empire, dude, you're going to see double Witch Hunter a lot, I think. Yeah, you're going to see double Witch Hunters quite a bit. Yeah, opponent and I aren't going to cheese each other, though. I'm not going to use like spider mounts against them and cheese them because their damage is actually broken. I saw on the forums, apparently their tooltip, they do way more damage than they're supposed to. So opponent and I aren't going to cheese each other in that way. Like we might use strong combos, but we're not going to use like stupid stuff like that. All right, so let's refresh it, see how we're looking for the next round. Should be pretty quick from there. Should be pretty quick. All right, so 1 game left. Somehow we're still in the top 4. Is there any way I could... So Blood Penguin's tiebreaker is slightly better than mine. So no matter what, we're just barely out of the top 4. We're going to be number 5, I think. Yeah, we're going to be the dreaded number 5. All right, sounds good. Wait, although, is one of those players my opponents? I don't think so. So my opponents didn't do quite strong enough. They didn't do quite strong enough. It's treachery. Okay. Do that and do this. Cool. I got you out of region. You're going to go play some Age of Wonders? Dude, it's so fun. It's so much fun. That game is so addictive. Yeah, Elspeth does have a dragon, but dragons, like, can be good. You could bring Elspeth on a dragon and double Witch Hunter and have like Buna. Buna's like probably one of the best spells in the game. It's really good. Like it's just like, oh, you don't want to deal with that expensive threat? Let's throw some Buna flex tape on it, right? That's how that works. So yeah, we lost our game to Houseplant. It was good. I felt like we were ahead in the beginning, but we kind of threw with our positioning. We played the side point and like stole it from him, but then we just gave him like 2,000 value for free over there. Like we just threw away a ton of state troopers unsupported to steal an objective, which we didn't need to do. We got impatient, and he outplayed us. Yeah, it was a really good game. Age of Mythology. I never played that series. I've heard good things about it. I've heard very good things about it. Yep, so we got our top 4 now. So we got Houseplant, Hadries, Subutai, and Blood Penguin. Oh, we were 1 point away from making it. 1 point. Oh, we just needed our opponents to win one more game somewhere. Oh, I'm too weak, Anakin. All right, so let's see what the news is. Tournament chat is going down. All right. Great. So I think he advanced to the next round, so let's see if he did it. And yes, we have the top 4. So it's going to be Hadries versus Blood Penguin and Houseplant versus Subutai. So Skaven versus Norsca, interesting. Let's cast Skaven Norsca. Let's follow Houseplant. The tradition of following the one who defeated you. Lobby code, please. Okay, so we're going to go cast that game. And I think his is... I don't see it. Is it this one? Is it this one? I think Houseplant had a lobby, so lobby info, please. All right, so Subutai sending it over. Outstanding. Join with the code. Okay, that was the wrong code, I guess. Paste. And spectator slot. Okay, so we're in our match. Let's get this going. We got a civil war in RTK. It's going to be Subutai versus Houseplant. And the map is going to be Celestial Lake for this one. Celestial Lake probably is pretty good for Norsca because they have a lot of trees to hide in while they advance on the Skaven. Huh, that could be pretty fun. Yeah, I have a bug where Ulrika got locked again. Even though I had her unlocked, like it just relocked her. It's very strange. So I have to ask someone at CA about that. It's very weird. So, yep, we got Subutai versus Houseplant. This is a semifinal match, and the winner will go on to face the other side. So far in the top 4, we have Norsca, we have Skaven, Blood Penguin. Let's see what he's playing. All right. I'm just pulling up the players' reported factions. And so Hadrius is on Ogres. And then on the top side, he is playing what? Bertonia. So on the top side, we have Bertonia versus Ogres. And then we have Skaven versus Norsca. So 4 different factions. Very cool. Not going to lie. We'd love to see some Bertonia. Yeah, Age of Wonders multiplayer does take a long time. But it's a fun time to just chat with friends and catch up. And the scheming and the payoff at the end is very fun. 2-player games can go kind of quick. Like you could do like a medium-sized 2-player map, and usually it'll be like 4 to 5 hours, give or take. So yeah, you can do some cool stuff with that. Yeah, maybe I'll put it to a poll. Oh man, I haven't really done a high culture. I don't really like the high culture that much in Age of Wonders. I know it's good. Maybe I just got to like play around with it a little bit more. I think I don't know if Pone's still here, but we need to do Mole Man. I think we need to bring Mole Man back from the shadows, and he needs to come back to his former glory. We'll add him into our game somehow. Yeah, Ulrika's good for Kislev. That's pretty much it, yeah. I would say she's a good character for Kislev in multiplayer, but in campaign, she's cool. What's not to like? Yeah, the rats are coming. They will. Subutai's dreaded Skaven Slave Unsummon will blot out the sun. These guys probably know each other's playstyle well. Subutai was hanging out at my place yesterday. We were playing some old Magic. It was fun. You're saying high culture is good for archers? Yeah. I prefer battle mages. I really like battle mages in that game. But do they have like they have a good tier 3 battle mage, don't they? They have like an Awakener, and then I think they have a tier 2 archer, right? Yeah. Yeah, Houseplant's really strong, man. He's there's a reason he's one of the top players in the world. There was some folks who could give him a run for his money pretty consistently a while back, but they are not around anymore. So he has taken over. And we'll see if Subutai can bring down the beast. You done the quest in single player to get Ulrika? No, I haven't. But for multiplayer, I think you just have to have Total War access, right, to unlock her? Isn't that what it is? Super Growth Mole Man? Yeah, maybe we will play a mole. Maybe I'll be Mole Man tomorrow. Oh, that's the secret tech. I think Pone went to bed. He's not going to know about it. I'm just going to emerge from the depths as Mole Man. Oh, yeah, dude. It's on. Guys, we're playing the Mole Man. We're doing it. I will be the dreaded evil mole who emerges from the depths. Whenever you bring up Mole Man, it makes me think of Dayman from... Yeah, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is, I think, one of the greatest shows of all time. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so good. Yeah, I think Pone went to bed. Usually he's in chat. It's later for him. It's kind of late. Well, actually, no. He's got tomorrow off, so he should be up for a while. Maybe he's just not in chat. Mole Man. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty good. Dayman, Nightman. Yeah, that episode's fun. Yeah, I love the WWE episode. And like anything with Rickety Cricket is just my favorite. Hey, Dr. Dragon, thanks for becoming a member. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome to the Dukes of Haggard. Helps a lot, guys, so thank you for becoming channel members. Mole Man, we could be the Dread Moles. I think the moles have to come for Pone tomorrow. Like clawing from the depths, and he just will never see them coming. How many cities do you found in Age of Wonders? It depends on the culture and tactics I'm playing, but I always go for a baseline of 3. Because here's the thing: if you're like, let's say you're playing Dark Culture, right? You get 3 cities. You go the tier 2 tome to get amplified minds, and then all your cities generate 20 knowledge apiece. So you just get like a huge spike in your knowledge production. So, yeah. Rickety Cricket is like my favorite character. It's so funny. Everything with Cricket is just hilarious. Like the rise and fall, like how awful the main characters treat him, and then they just seeing his like fall from grace is like I kind of have like a messed up sense of humor. So like I just find that so funny. Just seeing the rock bottom of that character, it's just oh god, it's so good. And then when he shows up to the class reunion like dressed as the priest, and then they catch him stealing the silverware and stuff, and oh god, that scene is so good. Oh my god, it's so funny. I was like crying tears during that scene. Oh, that's so good. All right, we got Norsca and Skaven here. So the die is cast. I've been waiting for Chaos Dwarfs since Warhammer 1. I painted some too. Yeah, I wish Chaos Dwarfs were confirmed for the old world. I would love to start a Chaos Dwarf army, but I don't want to like invest in those very rare models if they're not even going to be playable, you know? So yeah, that's what's going down. I never played Stellaris. No, I never did. Mystic Moles? The Mystic Mole sounds really good. Yeah, that kind of play on words is fun. Yeah, that could be a lot of fun. Oh, wow, it's the Troll Tool. Yeah, he's got a lot of Ice Trolls, and it's not even a meme. Ice Trolls are very good here. I like Subutai's Hell Pit Abomination. I think that's kind of a cool tech. But granted, Houseplant's going to summon like 4 Horsemen and just be spearing that thing down. Norsca is very true to their sense of like, you know, hunting big monsters and whatnot, right? They are very, very good at it, so. I'm telling you, for anybody who's on the fence about Age of Wonders, it is like so addictive and so fun. I just enjoy the possibilities and combos in that game are just so fun to explore. It's an amazing game. It's the same reason why like I've been able to play Total War Warhammer nonstop for like 6 or 7 years is because the fact that there's 23 different factions means that there's so many matchups and so many build options. Yeah, there's going to be more meta builds, but there's always variants that can be effective and work. And that's like, I love that about this game. Like having 24 playable factions in kind of a pseudo RTS game is just, it's so good. It's so good. Why does Houseplant have Mr. Beast as his picture? I think it's something else. I think it's like an avatar for a college or something. But yeah, it's similar. Yeah, the Infernal Dwarf models are really good. I was looking at those. They're great. All right, guys. So for Houseplant, it's going to be a front line of Marauders. You don't need good units against Skaven, nor do you want to bring good infantry against Skaven, right? They're going to have Globadiers. They're going to have Poison Wind Mortars. You're going to get your bread buttered really bad if you bring in Elite Troopers. We do also have the Norscan Ice Trolls. They're pretty resilient against Skaven. They have somewhat okay armor at 60. They got Frostbite, which never hurts. They regenerate and they hit hard. So you don't need the armor piercing, but just Trolls are really hard for Skaven to finish off because you're under so much pressure that they rout and they come back, and Norsca ends up getting tons and tons and tons of sweet, sweet value there. So Shaman Sorcerer of Fire, and we do have a couple Marauder Spears on the low ground, and that is pretty much it. Burning Head in the back, roast some rats, what's not to love? For the great Subutai on the other side, Subutai going to be coming in strong with a Skaven Slave front line with Clan Rats. Having Skaven Slave Spears is always good against Trolls, and just, to throw them into the old meat grinder here. We do have a Hell Pit Abomination. This is what I like to call the Subutai special. He's one of the only Skaven players that I see regularly use the Packmaster. So he uses the Packmaster character, and he gives nearby healing, I believe, to Molder monsters. Although maybe he doesn't. Running with the Pack. So the Hell Pit already heals, but he can heal up like Bonebreaker characters and Chieftains and all that, and also Rat Ogres, which is very cool. Chieftain for the power grab, obviously no surprises there. Let's see if Subutai forgets to unsummon his character. He has done that before, but if he doesn't unsummon his character, he's not going to get the power grab, and he's going to be at a huge disadvantage for sure. So he needs to do it. One of my favorite units in the game, Avalanche Mortars. I feel like Houseplant's going to be expecting this. Avalanche Mortars can absolutely wreck into the old infantry in the front. So that's why you don't bring good infantry. If you do, Skaven are just going to feast on your souls, and you're going to have a bad time. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's the tail of the tape. That's the build. I would wager Subutai is going to summon into caster of some sort. Maybe a Grey Seer on a Bell for the dreaded 13th spell, or Skrulk is not bad. Ikit Claw for Flensing Rune is pretty good at punishing blobs. I mean, there's a multitude of strategies that the Blessed Rats can do against the Norscan hordes. Norsca, what do they got summoned in? They got Spears and Horsemen. Horsemen are a staple. Skaven can counter them, I would say, relatively easily. If you just have a couple Gutter Runners back there, or like one Night Runner Slinger, like the Horsemen are going to be fended off pretty effectively, right? So, but yeah, Marauder Horsemen, pretty good at throwing Javelins at like Hell Pit Abominations and those type of units. So overall, I do like the choice of the Marauder Horsemen here from Houseplant. And I would guess he's going to summon out like 2 or 3 more of those, or maybe just go for Wolfric. Having Wolfric to duel Also, Throg is good. He might have gone Throg in this matchup. Throg to fight all the big Skaven, you know, Hell Pit Abominations and different things like that can be quite good. So, objectives opening up. Rats are going for it. Is Subutai going to be pulling the dreaded Kark play? Let's see here. So we do have the Clan Rat Spear sitting, and Subutai definitely needs to move that up and get on the point. He's getting a little bit relaxed over here, I'm not going to lie. Houseplant able to juke that, wasting some of the ammunition of the Avalanche Mortars. You know, Avalanche Mortars are never going to hit a Marauder Horseman. It's not going to happen. And in the backfield, Subutai has not yet unsummoned his Skaven Slave Lord, so that's a big, big mistake. So he's going to be basically playing Skaven as they're supposed to be played without the Power Grab exploit. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Clan Rats moving up. Mortars trying to get in range, but the Horsemen doing some very, very nasty harass, just poking in there and trying to keep Subutai honest with some very sweaty micro. And the Rats are just kind of hunkered down here. We see Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers. We see the Skaven Slave Spears. And the Big Stinky is going to be the Lord. So the Big Stinky is very strong. Lord Skrulk has nice AoE damage with Rod of Corruption. He's got the Plague to nuke down any sort of Norscan quality units. And now the objectives have opened up, and the Skaven Slave Lord has not been unsummoned yet. So I would wager it's going to be coming soon. He's going to be doing something probably similar to what you saw in my matchup versus Houseplant earlier. I bet you he will just build up a little bit before advancing in. So Subutai is going to get a little bit of a points advantage, but it's not going to be anything too serious, right? It's a little bit of sweet Norscan skirmish, a little bit of poke and stroke here. And yeah, these are, I think, shielded rats. No, they're not shielded. So yeah, they don't like taking the javelins to the face, but for the most part, it's more cost effective than having the javelins go into any other targets, right? So yeah, Houseplant pulling back, and now he's going. He's sounded the horn. A little bit of a very rare. How come my brain is just confusing words today? I don't know what's going on here, but a very rare lapse in micro from Houseplant there as those Marauder Horsemen do pull back. And he doesn't take too much damage, though. Looks like he's able to react pretty quickly after that, and he does get away. Subutai pulling in the correct counter. He does have the Night Runner Slingers, so Night Runner Slingers with their 140 range can outrange the 80 range of the Marauder Horsemen, and they're very effective at kind of forcing those bad boys back. Now, over here, we do see Norsca moving up. It is going to be Marauders and Trolls with Spears supporting, and Condom Wolves are coming in. Now, Condom Wolves have always been really, really good against Skaven. The regeneration makes them resilient against the low DPS of Skaven infantry, and they're also not really that vulnerable to many of the weapons teams, and their anti-large bonus rips apart many of the Molder monsters. So having the Skin Wolves mix into your army, I would wager that Houseplant probably has at least 2 or 3 of those. So Avalanche Mortars just kind of missing. They're striking out a little bit as the dreaded Houseplant juking back and forth, showing that he is going to take every morsel of value that he can get in this game. And Subutai still hasn't unsummoned his Skaven Slave Lord. Feels bad. I wonder, maybe he's doing that on purpose. Maybe he's just going to do it like once the battle starts, so he doesn't accidentally re-summon his Skaven Slave. That would maybe be my guess as to why he hasn't done it yet. But yeah, Subutai's anchored down on these 2 points. Norsca and Skaven is a pretty classic matchup. We saw it a lot in Warhammer 2. It was very, very common in tournaments. I remember I used to play Skaven in a lot of tournaments in Warhammer 2, and I just found myself running it in Norsca all the time. I don't know why, but it just ended up happening, right? So yeah, this is going to be a tough one to stop, though, man. Those Trolls, and I mean, this is basically just some haggard Clan Rats. Avalanche Mortars, this could be devastating. Oh, this could be fat. Like, these units are so bunched up. Houseplant has them really, like, tightly packed there. Oh, my God, I love the Avalanche Mortars. They're such a cool unit. Oh, man, just absolutely melts that Marauder unit. But Houseplant had the awareness to dodge with the other unit. Otherwise, that would have been even worse, right? So Rats piling in from all directions. Do we see the Power Grab going down? We do. So he did unsummon it, finally. He did notice. And now the Avalanche Mortar are going to be going into the other infantry. Devastating damage into the Marauder Spearmen. Oh, my goodness, look at that. And over on the side, we're not really seeing Norsca do anything with it. What Norsca is really doing is they're getting all their forces kind of centered around here and here, and they're just cross-moving over into this objective. So they're heading over to Objective 1. And, you know, because the Skaven are super entrenched here. So why not take advantage of your mobility and the individualistic nature of your units and go over there and fight. Big erect burning head from Houseplant. That was a beauty. That roasted like 3 Clan Rat units. Well, 1 Skaven Slave unit and 2 Clan Rats. That was really, really good. But overall, the value trading is pretty even. I don't think the value is really tracking that fat burning head right there. And it looks like Lord Skrulk going to be dropping a Plague, which will not do too much damage, unfortunately. Those Marauder Spearmen did break the Clan Rats that were holding them in place, and they were able to get away right there. So back objective being held by the Vermintide. We do see some Clan Rats trying to deal with the Trolls, but the Trolls are going to be very happy to fight those type of units. Couple Rats holding it down right here, and overall, it's a close fight, but I do think Houseplant maybe is pulling a little bit ahead in some regards. That burning head right there was just so clutch. That broke like really, really a lot of Skaven units. And the Skaven units in terms of long-term grinding here are going to have some problems, right? Hell Pit Abomination, though, is in the right spot. Skin Wolves versus Hell Pit, not where the Skin Wolves want to be. Granted, Skin Wolves will do some really good damage against the Hell Pit as well, so I suppose it's not the worst fight for the Skin Wolves, especially if Houseplant has got some spears coming in, so this is really nice. He's got spears moving in. And we do also see the Marauder Horsemen with the Javelins back here supporting. So, yeah, even though the Skin Wolves do break, Subutai is going to want to disengage here. He's going to want to retreat and get away from that engagement. Avalanche Mortars still continuing to do some good work. I'm really surprised that Houseplant has not been able to shut down the Avalanche Mortars yet, but I think the time for that is coming. Yeah, it's on its way in. We see the Norse controls moving in to go after the Avalanche Mortars, and I don't see any Skaven with mass here that can really peel terribly well. I guess some of the Clan Rat Spears could fight the Norse controls, maybe just kind of target them in bodies. As far as the objective go, Norsca is starting to get that momentum, right? The Skaven are having to kind of pull back because the Norscan hordes are just all over them, and yeah, that's going to give up the objectives here. You can see all 3 objectives are currently being threatened by Norsca in some regard. So on this point, we see the Hell Pit Abomination now getting dove. Packmaster in a little bit of danger as Feral Manticores are being used. Feral Manticores have always been a big staple against Skaven. They take advantage of the low leadership on the Skaven army, and also they hit very hard against light armor, and they're very cost effective at only, what, 800-900 gold that they cost? So I think that's quite a strong play, and I do think this is going to be the beginning of the end. I think Subutai is going to lose his Packmaster. The Hell Pit Abomination's in some serious danger, and that's going to give Norsca a massive amount of momentum as they continue to move up. We got Trolls rampaging in the backfields. Objective number 1 here is now owned by Norsca, and they have some very stalwart units there that aren't going to be easy. I feel as if Skaven players need to start going back to using more weapons teams, like using Poison Wind Globadiers, like the close range ones. But like, yeah, dealing with the Trolls seems to be very hard for the Rats, right? Oh my god, the Rats are going to get scorched. Oh, huge erect burning head going down. Look at that. That was a beauty right there. And those poor Clan Rats, they certainly have a pretty bad time. And oh my god, Wulfric's Sea Fang, just the icing on the cake. The Skaven position gets folded like an absolute piece of paper right there. Now the Rats are going to be swarming back in. Subutai didn't hear no bell. Let's move it in with Clan Rats here. And Clan Rats, he does manage to get the capture weight as the Avalanche Mortars do a little bit of sweet friendly fire, which the Skaven love. They love bathing in warp fire. Oh god! Avalanche Mortar just wrecked those Clan Rats. That was definitely not good. That favored the Norskins there for sure. That big bombardment there did some really, really nice work. Now back to the side objective. The Rats have it, but not for much longer. Houseplant has some Marauders parked in the point. Subutai is rallying pretty well here. He does have the Chieftain. Hell Pit Abomination is on death's bed here. And Lord Skrull, Big Stinky's still going strong. If the Hell Pit Abomination can somehow escape and like get like a couple thousand HP back, I could see maybe a chance of Subutai getting a bit of a resurgence in this game. But firstly, he needs to find a way to get this back objective back. And it looks like he will. There are going to be some Marauders on their way in. A lot of the Norscan infantry are kind of close to breaking. We got Ogres fighting them. And yeah, some great weapons versus Clan Rats. Clan Rats with the numbers should be able to kind of shank them down. So Subutai starts to flip his home objective back, which is, you know, the beginning of a comeback potentially. In the backfield, we do have Wolf Rats move again. So Poison Wolf Rats trying to appeal for the Avalanche Mortars, which have a little bit of ammo left. You know, Wolf Rats will do okay against spear units. Trolls will obviously give them the business. And here we got Big Stinky, so we got Lord Skrulkin, the Chieftain, fighting shoulder to shoulder, and Wulfric doesn't have a lot of armor piercing, so he probably struggles against the Chieftain, but Wulfric is, as a character, is kind of like designed to kill people, or characters like Skrulk, or Rats, I should say. So Skrulk is, yeah, he's lightly armored. Wulfric is very hard. He's going to need a little bit of milk for sure. Chieftain and Skrulk are in okay shape. The Chieftain definitely could use a little bit of healing from the Packmaster, but yeah, do the Rats have any summons is the question. Like a Clan Rat summon here would be super, super clutch. Nice little AoE there from Skrulk. And overall, Norsca still does seem to have control over the battlefield. Objective 2 owned by Norsca, Objective 3 owned by Norsca, and the back point is barely being held by Subutai, but when we look around the battlefield, we're seeing that the Norskins still have a lot of resurgence, right? Like all these troll units that get broken, man, the value healing on trolls is so good. I think like trolls are one of the better design units in the game. Like they have a really big risk associated with them with their leadership, but like the reward is very big too with their healing and sustainability and damage. I think trolls are just super awesome. Super, super awesome for sure. So moving in here, got some Night Runner Slingers. Maybe the Clan Rat Spears can hold this point. Another whiff. It seems as if one of the big weak links for Subutai this game has been his magic. We've seen like these 2 plague spells basically missed both times and just do absolutely nothing. Whereas if Skrulk had summons and like buffering, you know, Plague Monks or basic Vermintide, maybe Subutai would be able to win some of these like really tight engagements like this. But yeah, overall, I think the magic has been one of the big weaknesses that we've seen. And I think that's probably going to be GG. I don't see any comeback at this point. It looks like maybe there was a slight glimmer of hope for a comeback over here. But we do see Houseplant just rampaging all over the battlefield. He wins this fight. Looks like the Rats are fully routed off this point. I would probably expect Subutai to maybe surrender in the next, I would say, 45 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. It could go a lot longer than that. But if you look around, he really has nothing. Skaven are not a faction that their units fight super well on an individual basis. They're usually more of a numbers and fighting together in big, like, overwhelming tides. But when their units get, like, kind of sparse like this, things get really ugly. And Skrulk is going to be getting karate chopped here. Obviously, we see Wulfric here. I love to see the Big Stinky. He's my favorite Skaven Lord. I really like Lord Skrulk. He's a lot of fun to use. I think his spells and his items are super good and very, very fun character. But Yeah, the Plagues weren't able to hit. Skrulk swinging around his Plague Sensor. He's not a bad fighter. Skrulk actually fights pretty well. He's got 54 and 45, so, I mean, he doesn't have the combat stats of someone like Wolfric, but he's not that far off, really, if you think about it. Back objective taken by Norsca, and here we do see ye old wolf rats. The winner of this game going to be advancing on to the grand finals of tonight's tournament, hosted by Outer Region. Shout out to Outer Region. Thank you for hosting. And it is going to be most likely, from what I can see here, between Houseplant and either Bretonia or the Ogre Kingdoms, depending on who wins between Hadries and the dreaded Penguin. Which is very cool. Good range of factions today. We had a lot of factions represented, you know, and it was great. I'm excited to kind of play another one of these. I love single faction tournaments. They're fast. They really let you kind of focus on a faction you're good at. You don't have to think about picks and bans. These Berserkers here are just going to butcher these Skaven. They're just going to butcher them. Like, absolutely massacre the Skaven units. It looks like the Skaven have the Pyromancy upgrade from Age of Wonders, putting their swords on fire. So very, very neat. Queek is cool, but I just find Lord Skrulk so funny. He's like a little Palpatine character. Look at the Avalanche Mortars. Yeah, big damage. I mean, that Avalanche Mortar shot was actually pretty good. I mean, Subuchai's behind on points now, so even if he did find a way to get some momentum back, he would have to capture all 3 objectives. By the time he gets there, it would be a triple cap situation, which I don't see being very possible for him. Condom Wolves here and Trolls, all of the healing on the Norscan roster is pretty insane if you really think about it. It's Norsca, if they ever get any updates, man, I bet you they will. Like, so probably, yeah. So we have Dwarfs, Empire, and Nurgle, right? And then we have Tzeentch, Kislev, and Cathay coming in DLCs. And the other one is going to be Slaanesh. I could see Slaanesh and Norsca with like an elf faction. Or maybe Norsca will get its own update. Just like, they'll get the last laugh, you know? It'll be like in Warhammer 40k when they give a faction that never has a codex, they just get one at the very end of an edition, and then they get to use it for like a week before the new edition comes out. That's going to be Norsca, I feel. Maybe Norsca could be mixed in there, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like the elves could definitely use some DLC. That'd be really fun. Mammoths are very good in a couple matchups. Against Skaven, not so much. Skaven can just pin down Mammoths with, you know, Hell Pit Abominations, Rat Ogres, Rattling Gunners, tons of stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know when we'll get a Norse DLC, but Norsca is like top tier right now. They're a top tier faction. So, and Norsca is a very easy to play faction too. They're very straightforward. Very, very, like, I recommend them to beginners all day of the week. I would say they're definitely one of the biggest mouth-breathing factions in the game, which is, you know, good. It's straightforward if you're a beginner, and if you're a high-level player like Houseplant, you can really take it to another level with that as well. So, GG, well played. The Troll Toll hath been paid, man. 4 Ice Trolls. Not a crazy amount of value, but their staying power is pretty nuts. And, yeah, we do have the old Skin Wolves here. You got Wolfric just cackling in the deep, and Subuchai put up a good fight. Big Stinky got 2,000 value, which isn't terrible. Avalanche Mortars ended up getting 1,700, but I think the Blob fight where he lost his Packmaster and his characters and stuff was the turning of the tide. That was basically the end of the road for him. So, GG, well played. Good game. That was quite a bit of fun. Let's go see what the score looks like, see if Hadries and Blood Penguin finish their match. And let us see what it's going to be. Yes, yes. The rats tried. They put up a great fight, man. It was really good. It was very good indeed. They are mouth-breathing faction. Me, yeah, you know, I play mouth-breathing factions. Nurgle can be kind of mouth-breathy too. I enjoy it at times. It's not. I'm not saying it is an insult. It's more the play style. It's like Hulk smash. You just get good, strong shit. You move forward in a blob and just like micro a couple Marauder Horsemen while your cost-effective units fight. You know, that's basically what you do. What is a good build from Skaven against Norsca? I don't know. Subuchai's build wasn't bad. I would have to go to the drawing board here. So we could do that. So I am going to show you a build I would use against Norsca that isn't going to be using the unsummoned cheese, because I'm fairly certain that that's going to be getting changed in the next patch. Like I've pleaded to CA and they've said they like the idea, but they haven't confirmed it yet. But I'm very sure I feel strongly that they're going to change the Lord unsummoning bullshit. So that will be like the golden age of Dom mode. Like finally we'll have arrived. But yeah, let's go make a lobby. So you want Skaven versus... I'm not a super practiced Skaven player these days. I know how the land battle works, but I don't know. Let's see here. So rats... I almost played Skaven tonight too. I was going to play them. They're so fun. The little rats are adorable little creatures. Going to start a Skaven tabletop army too. I'm excited to kind of get working on those guys. All right, so I do like Big Stinky. I think he's pretty good. Doomwheel, how is Doomwheel against him? Probably not. It gets pinned up. I do like the Big Stinky a lot. Probably I would go Vermintide and Pestilent Breath instead. Yeah, Norsca is the definition of Bunga Bunga. Yeah, they are. 100%. Skaven are still going to be great when they get changed. I'm sure they will. Like, Skaven have a really strong fundamentals. People will just have to relearn how to play them. Because people rely on falsely inflated leadership, so they kind of forget some of the other tools. But I think Skaven will be really good. Yeah. I think they will. All right, so against Norsca, I do like the Vermintide. I kind of think like a couple of these might be good. I really do like Avalanche Mortars. So we need a map too. So let's say the map is going to be like a Black Ark, okay? Because the build depends on the map. So I'm building this for Black Ark here. I actually really like having one of these and one of these. I find that the Gutter Runner poke can be really good at keeping trolls and like hounds and different units like that honest. And then we can throw in like Avalanche Mortars are good. A single Warp Lightning Cannon is also very respectable against like troll type builds. So you could like throw that back there if you want to. You could also cut the 2 Poison Wing Globes. I don't know. Yeah, so Clan Rat, yeah, Skaven Slave. So this is like old school Skaven, where you throw like actual chaff units in the front line, right? And then I would probably take Clan Rat Spears with Shields as like my main core. I like this opening, actually. I think it's pretty good. And we can like cut you, get the Pit Fighters of Helm's Deep because they are immune to Psychology, and then we could throw in another Skaven Slave. Skrulk, Pot of Corruption, Lieber, Plague Rash. What does Plague Rash do? I think it affects their vigor of enemy units on the battlefield. And Aura of Pestilence isn't bad. You can probably cut that. It's pretty nice. All right, so this is kind of like a start. You don't want the green globes versus Norsca? Did they get nerfed or something? I still feel like they would be pretty good. The purple ones are kind of pricey. They cost 900, dude. That's a lot. That's a hell of a lot. So you want the Poison Hounds, I think. So I'm like, this is as if like Norsca isn't, or Skaven, you're not going to be abusing like the power grab thing, right? Maybe a Mortis Engine. Green is still fine. Yeah, don't go. You don't want the green globes against Norsca anymore. Interesting. So Hadri's would know. He's like top Skaven player. So trying to think of like other approaches you could go for here. Let me see. Oh, Hadri's, you guys are done. Oh, I should be casting the grand finals. Hold on, let me check. Council Guard aren't bad. They aren't bad. Houseplant, Hadri's, did you win your game or? Yeah, let me know. In Land Battle, there was a time when you would occasionally see Storm Vermin being used in this matchup. Yeah, I really did like the Avalanche Mortars, though. They're kind of like hard to pass on, aren't they? So maybe you just go Avalanche, yeah, and then you just get another little Clan Rat here. So this feels like a good opening. Like Warp Lightning will kill troll models, so they can't like regenerate, and also you can snipe like any sort of mobile cavalry. You can screen Horsemen with these, and then you're probably going to want more Ogres for like mass. I think you're going to want to kind of go heavy on those. Got it, Hadri's. Good to know. All right. So we're kind of like working in a direction. You clutched it with many knights. Oh, you're playing Bretonnia, Hadri's? Or are you playing Ogres? Okay, so Hadri, send me the lobby info for your lobby. I'll send you a message. So it's going to be Hadri's versus Houseplant. A classic. 2 top players, 2 heavy hitters coming in, not messing around. All right. Bretonnia is great. I like how Bretonnia is. They're in a good position. We'll see what the win rates for everyone looks like once the Chaos Dwarfs get nerfed as well. Okay, so against Norsca, I don't hate the idea of also mixing in a couple like triads to deal with like Skinwolf and Troll Spam. Maybe just one. Maybe just the clone one. The Clone Wars have begun. Hell Pit Abomination in reserve. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, man, the Skaven can just have like such a wide army. They could have such a wide army. Okay, yeah, that's kind of the direction though. Looks like this is the lobby here. So Houseplant has one. I think it's the one from earlier, so let's go check. Man. Wait, what? Oh, did I just read your message wrong? Oh, okay. Never mind. We're all good. Okay. I thought you said you clutched it with your knights, and I thought you were playing Ogre, so it confused me. Okay, we're good. Plague Penguin is a very, very good Norscan player, or a Bretonnian player also, so this should be fun. Brett clutched it. I thought you said I clutched it. I read your message wrong. Yeah. Yes, let it flow. I'm going to go get some water, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. It won't take too long, in just a moment. And we will run our hype trailer in the meantime.
More Lord of Death, keep our souls, lest they fall prey to him.
All right, guys, we're back. It's time for the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. We got Houseplant versus Plague Penguin. Big heavy hitter match. I remember playing some really fun games against Plague Penguin in a tournament a couple months back. That was good times. Good times. No, Bretonnia is not weak. Bretonnia is very strong. Bretonnia can be weak in the hands of like newer players because it requires a lot of micro, and like your decisions are very important when you commit a cavalry piece that's kind of expensive somewhere. But I think Bretonnia, like at like middle or high, especially higher levels, is very strong. Yeah. It's like the perfect faction for people that just have insane micro. Like it's kind of like Zerg from StarCraft, you know? Whereas like Protoss is more like, you know, like just like, just banging on a keyboard and just moving with your big Death Star. Like you get like the Zerg who are just have like a million APM and are just like, you know, all over the place. That's kind of like how Bretonnia plays. Yeah. The old Mark of Chaos cinematic, yeah. No, I don't have a name for my water bottle, Harrison. No, I don't. I do not. Nothing cool like that, man. Nothing cool like that. Yes. So it looks like Houseplant is ready. This is going to be a fun one, man. I'm excited. This is a cool matchup. I love this matchup. Knights of the Realm versus Skinwolves and stuff. I wonder if Houseplant will come in. Probably Armored Skinwolves, right? Will he do any Famir? Like some Forbidden? No, it's just the same kind of style. Okay. And why not? Ice Trolls are really good against Bretonnian Cavalry. If they manage to hit, like, tag them and frostbite them, it's really hard for the Cavalry to get away, so. Houseplant won the last two, so if he wins this... Oh my god, so Houseplant played in every tournament today. There was 3 of them. It was a gauntlet, and he won the previous 2. Holy shit, what a Dark Lord. He needs to be nerfed, he does. Yeah, he's too strong. Probably sits in a dimly lit room with, like, candles everywhere and just, like, some shrine to some Norscan, to some dark god. Collections of hair. Who knows? It's getting a little creepy. Zerg players love to talk about their APM after they lose. Yeah, that's true. I was a Protoss mouth breather. Yeah, I managed to get GM in Wings of Liberty with Protoss. With Turin, I was like mid-level master, but that was a long time ago. That was like, man, I was in college. That would have been a long, long time ago. Yeah, so I just mouth breathed as hard as you possibly can with the old Protoss. It was good times, man. They had some fun tech. I used to like Protoss was fun. I like Blinkstalkers a lot. I used to like using like Haggard Harass followed up by like Dark Templars, like Cheese. There's a lot of fun stuff you could do. Houseplant sits atop a Throne of Skulls, probably, although he doesn't play Khorne. He doesn't. The only person who truly sits on a Throne of Skulls here is Outer Region. Yeah. Norsca is kind of, you know, I guess they're into the skull thing, but not quite as much. How hard is your Phoenix opening? Oh my god. I remember Phoenixes just like lifting up Zerg Queens and just torching them was like the most troll shit ever. Oh my god. Yeah, those were some times. No Fire Archers versus Norsca? Yeah, it could be good. Who's that in chat? Who's that in chat? Somebody's name in chat says Houseplant is a dwarf one trick. Who is that? And it has his picture. That's probably one of his clanmates. Oh my god, that's so funny. I wonder who that is. Oh my god. Who are you? Reveal yourself. Plague Penguin loading in. A little bit of a slow computer there. Yes, the Protoss. Yeah, what was my favorite strategy? I love charge zealots too. Just like a fully erect zealot charge, just like mowing down like a line of like bio of like Terran was so fun, righteous when you'd like crash on a bunch of steam tanks, get like a big flank before they could set up. Oh, it was just like the most erect thing ever. Yeah, it was a great game. It was a lot of fun. StarCraft was good. I had to quit because my hand problems were developing and getting worse over the years, but you know, I could probably go back and play now, but I enjoy this more. For a dwarf one trick, he's not using dwarves, I know, indeed. All right, guys, so Houseplant with the same old style. He's just unsummoning the one sorcerer and has his other one on the battlefield. And yes, it is time. Looking at the hordes of Bretonnia, because their army's a little bit different. We got Fey Enchantress with Dweller's Blow and Earthblood. We got Double Paladin to fight some of the monstrous Norscan threats. Battle Pilgrims are pretty good against basic Marauders. They do lose to Berserkers, but they trade well into baseline Marauders and Marauder Spears. So I think it's not bad. In the backfield, we got Grail Guardians coming out. Oh yeah, Grail Guardians. This is what we're here for. See, winning the hearts and minds of the people. We have the degenerate Lord Unsummoner versus the Chad Bretonnian over here. With the Grail Guardians. I love it. Oh man, Grail Guardians are so cool. So it's going to be Fey, Double Paladin, a couple Archers in the backfield, and also more Grail Guardians. Now, Houseplant's build is very strong for sure. He's got Marauders, which of course will trade okay into Battle Pilgrims. And yeah, the Trolls can be very overwhelming. If you don't manage to chase them off and they come back and heal, Man, oh man. Yeah, they're a big problem. We got Marauder Spearman. It's got some great weapons, and that is pretty much it. Cool build. Very solid stuff. We got the dreaded Lord Unsummon in the back, and as far as the map goes, it's very much Itza style. You got 3 objectives right down the line here, so it's pretty good for Bretonnia for bouncing back and forth between the points. Although the Norscan army can just kind of comfortably contest on these 2 points. Yeah, the Grail Guardians are going to be interesting. Like, I don't know about their applications here. Are they good? Is there some forbidden tech that we've been missing? I don't really know. Look at the Grail Relic. How cool is this thing? So the Grail Relic's on its way out. You got the mighty Bretonian champion of old being carried to the battlefield by battle pilgrims. I think this thing just has so much flavor. It's so good. Yeah, Buna on the Grail Guardian is going to be pretty disgusting. Grail Guardians do have some magic resist, if I'm not mistaken. It's a respectable amount. No, do they? No, they don't. Why the hell do Grail Guardians not have magic resist? That seems really, really like a missed opportunity. Like I feel like they should have that. Yeah. So Buna is going to be incredibly devastating. And I would wager Houseplant. Does he have Buna? No, he brought fire. Okay. So he's got Burning Head. So if he doesn't have Buna for those cavalry, then suddenly we could be potentially in business in regards to the Grail Knights doing well. Now, yes, these are trolls. These are not Famir. All right, there they go. So the trolls sit in the back, and it looks like the Grail Guardian's going to be getting a direct lance formation, but they don't want to lance probably into Norscan trolls. Although if you send the Fey Enchantress in there, and let her kind of bunker bust with the Mortis engine, maybe, just maybe. So Wulfric the Wanderer is going to be coming in on his horse, and he's looking mighty menacing, shouting curses in the Bretonians' native tongue, which is probably French, and trying to lure them into a duel they don't want to fight. That's actually the lore of Wulfric. He talks shit to people, basically, and forces them into a fight. So Grail Guardian's getting in there, actually. They take the charge, which is very ballsy versus the Norscan Ice Trolls. Norscan Ice Trolls could easily drag down a couple models right here. We'll have to see. No Deathcaster, though. Certainly no Deathcaster. We do see the Fey Enchantress sitting back here, and it looks like the Grail Knights do escape with only losing 1 model, and as far as damage, they do kill 3 Marauders, but certainly 3 Marauders are not worth 1 Grail Guardian, I would say. Objective's going to be opening up here, and the Grail Relics will keep the Bretonians fighting. Nice play by the Penguin here. He actually lures Houseplant into overextension, and some of the Paladins are able to attack the Trolls and do some good damage. And I would imagine the Grail Guardians will probably turn around at this point. Trolls also being peppered by a little bit of poison, so their leadership not going to like that. But will the lines of Bretonia be able to hang against the Trollquisition? So the Trolls have come in, getting peppered by some of the poison arrows, which will mitigate a lot of their stats. And Battle Pilgrims, yeah, they're not going to have a good time here unless we get maybe some Knights of the Realm to come support. Overall, on this side, the Grail Guardians do move in, and it looks like 1 Troll unit is going to pay the Troll toll. So this Norscan Ice Troll unit probably is going to break and potentially get chased off the battlefield, which would be a nice pick. Really nice play by Houseplant. Beautiful. He gets a big Burning Head on Battle Pilgrims, and Peasant Mobs breaks them, and the only reason the Battle Pilgrims are still holding is because the Grail Relic is just so beast mode here. Questing Knights coming in. Questing Knights are not that excellent against the Trolls here, but they do better sustained damage against the Marauder-type units. Knights of the Realm are typically what you're going to be seeing. Huge Sea Fang going down. Oh my god, shatters a Peasant Archer instantly. That's got to feel pretty bad. Now, 1 Troll unit does get bunker busted here on this side. Over on the other side, we get Big Cav coming in. Grail Guardians with a nice concave collapse. It looks like there's going to be yet another Burning Head going down to the Battle Pilgrim. So I have to say, man, Houseplant's targeted effects, like his spells, his Sea Fangs, all these different things are just so good. And Barb, thank you for the donation. Finally caught a live stream. Love your content, and I'm excited you've been doing videos about Age of Wonders. It's a sweet game. It is, and we'll be streaming it tomorrow. Thank you so much. That is super generous. And here we are with the action once again. So here we do have the old Skin Wolves battling the Grail Guardians, which do magic damage that circumvents their physical resist. But they have spear support, which is not what they want to be dealing with. We do see Houseplant pulling ahead and just trading very, very well on many fronts. Will the forces of Plague Penguin come back? We do get Knights of the Realm getting a nice charge into the back of these Trolls, so that will do some considerable damage, as Knights of the Realm are on them on the other side as well. So chasing down these Trolls, kind of keeping them off the battlefield, making sure they don't heal is quite important. This could be a throw right here. The Fey Enchantress getting popped by a Hunter of Champions, and Hunter of Champions is going to be incredibly devastating against her. That's going to make her very vulnerable to Wulfric. Looks like there's going to be a Chalice of Potions from the Fey Enchantress. Will it hit home? It looks like it's going to be a direct hit. We do see Houseplant trying to dodge it, but he does get nailed there. So Houseplant takes that one, and the Marauder Great Weapons do take a little bit of work. Fey Enchantress trying to get away, but Wulfric doing some fat damage. Looks like there's going to be another Burning Head, which is going to cook some of those Battle Pilgrims, at the very least lower their leadership. And once again, the Trolls here do break. But on the low ground, it's looking like Norsca is really dominating a lot of the fights. A lot of spears, a lot of Trolls. That combo is very good, right? Like Norscan Trolls with spears. Like the Norscan Trolls will kill any infantry really and cavalry in sustained combat in just like a grind, and then the spears buffer off against the shock of the cav charges. It's very good, and overall we see Norsca with an extremely dominant victory over here, right? Like this whole side is just looking like it's a Norscan situation. You guys probably thought I was going to draw something there, didn't you? Not today. We had the Blessed one earlier. I think that one was good enough. So Fey Enchantress manages to pull the value back a little bit, but gonna need the rest of the objectives. Nobody has grabbed that far point. Oh my god. Just nobody has gotten this. That's pretty crazy. So that's gonna give Bretonnia a lot of breathing room to value trade. Otherwise, like if Norsca had grabbed this earlier with like, you know, a single Marauder Spear or something like that, maybe, like just maybe. Houseplant does notice it now, so he's got his trolls on the way over. And yeah, the defenders of Fleur-de-Lis, if they get a shock charge on a Norse control in open field, they could probably kill it. But overall, the Fey Enchantress could become a problem here. She's going to start Mortis Engineing things down. The Skin Wolves here are getting attacked by Paladins. Looks like Wulfric's going to be going in for the kill as well. So he wants to finish off the Fey Enchantress if he can. He's got his nice new Chaos Steed, which has a little bit more mass. Oh my god, these Sea Fangs and just Burning Heads have been so good. And he gets another fat erect one right there and just roasts those Peasant Archers off. And the Fey Enchantress is probably microing super sweaty to try and get away here. The two Paladins, one of which is Henri Le Massif. Nope, two basic Paladins. Trying to save money, trying to duel Wulfric, and they are doing some okay damage against him. Now, on the far side, we do see the Bretonnian Knights going to be fleeing the scene, which is smart. Skin Wolves will probably defeat defenders of Fleur-de-Lis, unless it's like a big open field charge that they get the charge off, but it looks like they didn't. But the point does get taken by Bretonnia, which is very cost effective for them. That's going to give them a ton of breathing room with which to take advantage of their healing and all those other tools. So we will see. We will see. Fey Enchantress dropping some heals on the low ground, it looks like. Is that going to be... Oh, Dwellers Below. Interesting. So that does hit two Marauder units. That was actually a pretty good Dwellers. Is going to take down a Marauder unit, drag some HP off the other one, and more Bretonnian Knights coming around. Plague Penguin probably has some of the best Bretonnian Cab Micro in the entire community. I can tell you from having played it against it many times, he has like really, really impressive Micro. But his Micro might get punished here, as so does Houseplant. And we do get Wulfric coming in, going after the Fey Enchantress. I think if Fey dies, it potentially is game over. And it looks like a Manticore was called in, and Wulfric the Wanderer does also have the Fey Enchantress a little bit trapped here. Two Paladins coming in, Earthblood as well. Like, Bretonnia started to get back in this game, but Houseplant immediately pulls a value lead again by just taking all that HP off the Fey Enchantress, right? This objective owned by Bretonnia. We see the defenders of Fleur-de-Lis trying to peel out. Knights of the Realm just running about and trying to keep the objective from being captured by Norsca. Here, man, how did the Fey Enchantress survive that? That's some wild shit. So the Fey Enchantress escapes, and the Norscan Trolls get routed off by the Grail Guardians. The Chad Grail Guardians showing no mercy, but a big attack there by the Feral Manticore does some huge damage against the Fey Enchantress. Looks like she might go down to this Manticore, or at least get routed. Oh man, her leadership is holding firm too. How's that leadership staying steady? It's pretty insane. And there's going to be a Chalice of Potions going down. That's going to be a very cost-effective one for sure, is that it's going to melt the Spear units, which are the counter against these, you know, Knights and whatnot. Boom! Big Chalice of Potions. Very, very nice. So that nailed down that unit right there. As the Fey Enchantress is going to be drifting away, we do see the Feral Manticore getting rampaged into things that it does not want to be fighting, aka Paladins and the Grail Guardians here. And Bretonnia manages to hold on to Objective 3. The side point is going to be taken by Norsca. Norsca does have a value lead of about 1,000, but with healing taken into account, I would say value in this game is actually very, very even. But Norsca does wrestle that point, which is going to give Houseplant the tools he needs to start trying to claw his way back on the scoreboard in terms of points. A lot of Trolls, a lot of Skin Wolves coming back in. More Condom Wolves going to be pressing as Bretonnia. What is their calling going to be? So we do see Houseplant calling in a lot of regenerating high mass units that tend to hit like trucks. A couple Battle Pilgrims still holding here, and Knights of the Realm doing quite well. The Manticore is surviving. One Paladin's trying to drag that thing down. It looks like it's pretty close to breaking. We get a couple Bretonnian Knights here. Uh-oh, big misplay by Plague Penguin. He lets his Knights of the Realm get fully surrounded by just a bunch of Skin Wolves and the Beasts of Tashnar, which are anti-large. So that was a big, big misplay there. Those Knights of the Realm just kind of parked next to those units and then got surrounded. That was a full health unit Knight of the Realm there, which, yeah, I don't know if you can really afford that. That's pretty painful. Bretonnia has got some units making its way back. Grail Relique and Knights of the Realm going to be trying to ninja that backside objective once again. The Fey Enchantress Death Star, though, is a real thing. It's quite menacing here. As they move in, punish some of the Skin Wolves, and also the Mortis Engine effect will be pretty good at clearing out the Marauders. The healing of Bretonnia has been very cost-effective this game. They've gotten a ton of healing. A couple Spears moving in. More Spears moving in from Houseplant. A couple Haggard Archers trying to force those Spears off the objective. And the top point, once again, are we going to get a charge? We do. We get Knights of the Realm versus Beasts of Tashnar. Beasts of Tashnar probably will win that fight, but not before the Knights of the Realm do a ton of damage against them on the shock charge. Grail Relique moving up, and the objective is kind of flipping. Oh my god, could these Chad Knights of the Realm just take down like a full health unit of Beasts of Tashnar? That'd be crazy. Yeah, the Bretonnia Death Star is no joke here. We get more Grail Guardians coming in. Could Bretonnia be swinging their way back into this game? I don't know, man. Favor of the Fae going down, 82 melee attack on these bad boys, and they are just giving these Norse controls and pretty much all these units the business. How cool is it that Grail Guardians are a good unit, man? They're actually like used. Wulfric is looking a little bit in danger over here. Knights of the Realm might be able to get him, but Houseplant is so aware of things, man. He's like the Eye of Sauron, dude. He just sees everything. He's able to escape here as the Knights of the Realm hunt him down, and nice micro there by Houseplant. Not if he dies, it wouldn't be the end of the world since he's using the unsummoned stuff, but you know, it's good to practice not losing your, you know, lords, because eventually that's probably going to get changed, and life would be good. Bretonnian Knight's going to be coming in. Big sandwich. They do sandwich these units. Leadership might get broken on these Norse controls. Fey Enchantress, more dissension. Uh-oh, Fey Enchantress overextends a little bit. Looks like Wulfric coming in, maybe thinking about going after the Fey Enchantress. We do get Skin Wolves and Marauders on their way. If the Fey can anchor down here and just more dissension all these units down, maybe. We do see the Hunter of Champions activated, so her stats are going to be very low. Her melee defense is actually 0. And Wulfric is going to be probably using every ounce of mass he has to get there. But the Grail Guardians are fighting quite valiantly. As far as value, they've gotten about 1,200 so far, and they're doing good work. Fey Enchantress, if she dies, it's over, in my opinion. As far as summons go, we do get some Bretonnian Knights coming in, and a full health unit of Questing Knights. Ouch, that's going to be quite strong. Grail Guardians and Grail Relique fighting some Marauder Spears. What are these two Paladins doing? They need to get down here. The Fey Enchantress has been, you know, listening to some Godsmack. She's been fighting alone, so definitely need to get down there. Yeah, 2 Paladins going to be coming over, and I would wager there's going to be a heal coming out from Plague Penguin. He's going to drop some fat heals. This is a super impressive game on both sides. These players are both just playing so incredibly well. So Condom Wolves coming over to fight. If Plague Penguin sees this, he should be able to countercharge the Skin Wolves and just absolutely devastate them, but it looks like he doesn't. He's very focused on the Fey. He does get the charge at the last second, so he gets the charge. Skin Wolves might win that, though, just because of the model count situation, but we'll have to kind of keep tabs on that. Over here, the Fey Enchantress and the Grail Relique's able to kind of clean things up. Scores looking very, very even. And the 2 Paladins move across and now are going to be hunting down Wulfric. Oh my god. Did Wulfric just die? The Wanderer is down! The Paladins of Bretonnia! For the lady! They get the charge, and the beast has fallen. So now, can Bretonnia claw their way back from a value deficit? I certainly think they're in a position to do so. Plague Penguin sitting at 13.8 against 13.6, and all the healing he has. Granted, Norsca has healing too, all the regeneration. But getting a fully erect charge onto these trolls that are just in the open is really, really nice. And the 2 Paladins are going to come in and start killing models outright. We do see the Fey Enchantress holding on. Man, there was like 3 or 4 moments in this game when I thought that Plague Penguin was going to be losing the Fey Enchantress, but he managed to hold on to that character, and that's just what's given him the game. I bet the Fey Enchantress is at around 2,000 value. 3,100 from clearing out all those Norskins, and also her attacks are not terrible either. Middle objective probably going to be taken here. Paladins and Grail Guardians are just absolute linebackers. These 2 Paladins might need a little bit of healing. We do get some Knights of the Realm charging into these Marauders, trying to break them. If the Fey Enchantress goes, though, I'm telling you, Norsca still might be able to come back. And Houseplant is such a scrappy player. He's going to look for every opportunity to try and get back in this game. We do see the Trolls getting broken here. A couple Marauders with Great Opens grinding into the Cavalry, which is quite cost-effective. Up here, we do have some Grail Relique and Peasant Archers. But the Bretonnian Cavalry tide is able to reinforce so quickly and do so much work. Bretonnia behind on points, but not by much. They might be able to just kind of pull this one back. And now Bretonnia is going to be bouncing over and just ninjaing the side objective. Here in the back, the caster actually being hunted. Dude, 3 Grail Guardians. Look at this. This is like how Grail Guardians always should have been. Just these epic elite knights. Only 3 of them hunting down the Shaman Sorcerer. And they're probably going to banish him to the Shadow Realm. One of their brave Grail brothers does fall, but the other ones are going to finish the job. And the Shaman Sorcerer does get broken. And the Paladin comes in with the steel chair and absolutely crushes that horse. Oh my god. Or the horse character, I should say. The horse escaped. Everyone's fine. The horse is great. Just the guy on the horse. We all like horses here. They're just cool. Very intense back and forth game, but I think Bretonnia has just put the nail, hammered the nail in the coffin, as they say. You know, it's kind of hard to remember all those sayings and whatnot, but looks like Bretonnia has done it. Norsca on the back foot. We do have the Skin Wolves and the Marauder Spearmen. The Grail Guardians in good shape. More and more Bretonnian cavalry coming out. And Plague Penguin has pulled the value lead, and he obviously has more healing, I think. Well, I don't know. That's a lot of troll healing. But Houseplant literally has a Marauder Spearman and 1 Knight, like, Norse control in the battlefield. He's got, like, nothing else. Yeah, man. Wow. What a comeback. This is crazy. It kind of looked like Norsca was taking over the game for a while, but Plague Penguin wins the single faction tournament for the lady. What a tournament. Wow. That was crazy good. That was such a good game. Well played. Plague Penguin showing he's one of the best players in the world, taking a W here. And man, oh man, that was a great match. And Houseplant, of course, I know we didn't cast it, guys, but Houseplant won 2 tournaments today. He only lost the 3rd one in the grand finals. So remember, Houseplant was a pure tyrant today. He did win the 2 previous tournaments against top tier players. I believe he probably had defeated Plague Penguin earlier too. So, man, what a match. He ruined Houseplant's three-peat. He did, I know. Man, what a game. What does that matchup look like? Bretonnia versus Norsca. It would appear that it is... Bretonnia apparently has a pretty good record against Norsca, but there's barely any games played, so the stats are very, very limited. Very limited. For the lady! GG, well played! All right, guys. Congratulations to the Plague Penguin. He will win tonight's tournament. Congrats to Houseplant for kicking my butt and taking second place, playing like an absolute Chad. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tournament. That's going to be it tonight. Shout out to Outer Region. He was one of our newest tournament hosts, and he hosted 3 tournaments today. He put on a gauntlet for all of you guys in the community to play in. So big shout out to Outer Region as well. Once again, want to thank you guys, to the new channel members, all of you who donated. Thank you a lot. Helps keep me going. And that is going to be it for tonight. We'll be back sometime tomorrow, most likely tomorrow early afternoon, to play with the Dreadlord Professor Pone. We're going to have some fun. Maybe I will become the Mole Man and come for him. I think Mole Man needs his vengeance from the previous streams. So should be fun. GG, well played. See you guys next time. That's going to be it for tonight. And thank you all for joining.